What up, everybody? It's your boy, the Infant Dragon here, and welcome to TangleTower. I don't know what this game is. All I know is that it's a kind of mystery detective game, and it's got really good reviews on Steam. If you're watching this on YouTube, you're watching an archive stream. Be sure to check me out live. Link is always down in the description down below, as well as a link to my Discord, where I'll let you know updates about everything. You can talk to me personally, hang out with your boy, and yada yada, this and that. Plus, while you're already here, you might as well go down there and hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. That's free. We're really close to 1,000 subscribers, and it'd be really cool to get that relatively soon. Um, but yeah, let me go ahead and open up the game. Like I said, I have no idea what this game is. Saw a guy that looks like Markiplier on here. So let's get started, yeah? New game. New game. Thank you. TangleTower. Mid-afternoon. Lake's Edge.
You ready, Sally?
Oh, they have voices and shit. Hold on, let me turn the game up a little bit. Just a little bit. A little less. About right here. That looks good.
Grimoire, I've been standing here for 7.5 minutes.
Just checking.
Do you have the map?
Yeah, but it's basically blank.
So, my man Markiplier over here.
Did you read the case file? What do you
I'm
think?
not sure yet.
Oops, my bad.
It's really not a lot to go on. Did you read it?
I really like the art style.
Yeah, I'll read it on the way to the crime scene.
Alright, let's see. The case file. Murder victim Freya Fellow, 19. Oh. Died whilst painting a portrait of Flora Fellow while she died while painting at 44. Location Flora's tower. Flora was present and she was posing for a portrait. Freya Fellow was found lying on her back with a single stab wound on her chest. So obviously our prime suspect is Flora, even though she probably didn't do it. No weapon was found at the scene, but the subject of Freya's unfinished painting is holding a knife. The red color of the tip of the knife is not paint, it is scheduled to be blood. Check the timer. There's a small painting on a scrap of paper. What? A small painting on a scrap of paper? A few notes have been written on the back. Oh, this is what it is. Okay. Nowadays it goes by TangleTower, but it's actually a pair of towers connected by a mansion at the base. It is surrounded by a circular lake. The water is an unusual mix of colors. The lake is enclosed by sheer, pale cliffs. They're too steep and smooth to climb. TangleTower is currently home of both Fellow family and the Pointer family. Okay. Okay, now we actually doing detective shit. Alright, well, how do I get out of this? Freya. Okay. Woo! Damn. Okay. Alright, Freya Fellow. Do we know anything about you? How was Freya killed is a current question. That painting portrait, location, found her back with a single stab wound in her chest. No weapon at the scene of the crime. Okay. Alright, I think that's it though. So we can check the case file over here, and this is the map. But it's mostly black. Alright.
So, who do you think did it?
Sally, you know full well we haven't met a single suspect yet. We haven't even been to the crime scene.
I really like this art style.
Still, I reckon I've got it all worked out.
Who do you think did it then, Sally?
It's a garden, I think. It's currently far away.
We could walk closer to it.
Ready when you are.
I like Sally's voice as well. So we can just click around and click shit too.
It's a bird bath. Is that just rainwater? Looks a little weird.
The birds seem to like it.
They're even singing a little tune. Doot, 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 doot.
Please don't do that.
The character is basically just Markiplier.
That's a big lake.
It's kind of purple. Looks poisonous.
Why? Because it's purple?
I think it's just water.
Right.
Yeah, water with poison in it.
That character is literally just Markiplier.
It's just an archway, but it seems a little ominous. Like walking through it might give you bad luck.
Don't walk around it.
Too late.
Alright, I don't think we're gonna find anything here, but let's get to know the mechanics. The garden.
It's a stone carving. Wonder how it got cracked.
I thought it was an egg.
I think it's supposed to look like that. It's an egg.
What animal is that?
A griffin, maybe?
Hawk. Bear. Lizard.
Right, of course. A hawk bear lizard.
Mermaid.
It's a statue of some hideous, scaly, bipedal fish monster.
A mermaid.
Playing a harp.
Playing a harp. Hang on a second. This isn't just a regular statue, is it?
Something tells me we're not gonna solve this just yet.
Okay, well, at least the game told me that I can come back to this later.
Let's come back later. It must do something.
Oh, no, it does. We just
You'd
can't
hope
figure it
so,
out.
wouldn't you?
Harp statue. An old withered statue of an amphibious creature holding a large harp. The symbols are engraved in each of the harp's 4 column segments. Okay, alright.
Spooky. What do you think it's for?
I think it's to scare away detectives.
Is it working?
No.
Heh. Hold on one second, hold on.
And it's full of the same weird water that was in the lake.
Yeah, but what's this at the bottom?
Any
Or
fish
is
in
that...
there?
Okay, no, never mind. It might just be a graphical detail.
Not a single one.
What the fuck is pulling the ripples?
Although there is something in there.
Thank you.
It's a cassette tape. Or it used to be.
The cassette tape is damaged by water. The ink on the label is blurred and intelligible.
And it's full of the same weird water that was in the lake.
Any fish in there?
Not a single... Although there is...
It's a cassette tape. Or it used to be.
Is this a different one, or...? Okay, no, it's not. It's a different. It's the same one. Excuse me.
This is some garden.
Do the plants all look a little strange to you? It's a bandstand.
Bit small for a bandstand.
It's a one-man bandstand.
Bars. I don't think there's anything else to click. Maybe we got the mushrooms.
This is some
Do
garden.
the plants all look a little...
Okay, no, I think we're good. Continue. The main entrance.
Do you think he'll start to move if we try to go inside?
No, I think he'll just silently judge us.
Oh.
What?
Oh. There's an O on the floor.
Oh yeah. TangleTower.
Twir.
You guys are dorks.
Oh.
What?
Oh.
Tangle.
Twir. Which one do you think came first? The tree or the house?
The age-old question. Why build a house here anyway?
I'm sure they had their reasons.
I don't know, man. According to Scarlet Hollow, fucking houses on weird ominous cliff sides and trees and shit is not a good idea. What is this?
Is that an envelope?
It's been opened, but the letter's still in there. Let's read it.
Isn't that an invasion of someone's privacy?
We're detectives. I don't think it matters.
Oh, definitely.
The envelope has been ripped open. There's a single piece of paper inside. The combination is drawn on the other sheet. Once you have it memorized, destroy it. I do not agree with your reasons. You will not find it down here. Find one. Why would you just leave that out there, though? So we don't want us to see a point-and-click game? Well, here we are. Apparently I like these.
A path leading towards the stone square. Should we ring the doorbell?
Why would we not? It's a little melody. Don't think it's locked.
Oh, that means we can just walk straight in, right?
I'm pretty sure that's the rule, yeah.
Then we just go to the map and walk in. Then. Alright. We will come back to whatever the fuck is over here. Nothing wrong with them. I used to play them back and then. I hope that you didn't take that I didn't play that there was. I'm just saying, apparently I like these. This is like my third or fourth one. I really enjoy these.
A big letter F.
Here's some F's in chat.
Of course. Who doesn't hang a giant banner of their initial in the lobby of their mansion?
I don't know, man. If I had a mansion, I'd do a bunch of bougie shit.
This one has a big P.
That's probably important.
Good job, Markiplier.
How very P-ceptive of you.
You shucks, massive today's. How you doing, No Need?
What is that?
I think it's a family tree.
Okay. Okay. I can't bring up the case file here. Hopefully this reminds of my stuff. Flora? Freya? Freya's dead. And... Was she painting Felicia? I can't remember. All of these motherfuckers have F names. I can't remember who was who. It's good to know this is here in the main thing. Do I have a note of this? Felicia Fellows' mother, Felicia Fellow was the mother, Damien Desk was the father. Flora.
I think it's a family tree.
Where's Flora? Do you guys see Flora? Floored? Flint, Felix, Bits, Felicia. I don't see Flora. Where's Flora? Fiona. Flora. But that's not her name. Unless she married him. Okay, Flora. Okay. So, Freya was painting Flora, which means her cousin? Somebody's an aunt and uncle. So, yeah, cousin. The cousin is Fiona. Probably talk to Fiona at some point. And Fitz as well. So what's the premise of this game, to be a detective game about something? Yes! I like figuring shit out, even if I'm bad at it.
Sally, check those plants for clues.
Is soil a clue?
It's not locked.
A door.
Oh, what's behind it?
A room.
It's a big glass tube filled with water.
There are weeds in there. And sand.
It's an aquarium?
Could be. Except there's nothing living in it anymore.
I like those kinds of games, being a detective and using your brain. I like using my brain! So fucking big brain.
Stairs.
It's galaxy brain. This character just looks like Markiplier. Like, they did that on purpose, right?
Stairs.
Okay. I don't actually think we can go for it. I lied, we totally can. Well, I think the fellows are probably more important, so let's go
Let's
here.
head to the crime scene first. It's at the top of the West Tower, I think.
Never mind. We go here first. How edgy. Flora's Tower. Let's talk to the lady first.
Let's take a look at that painting first.
No!
There it is. The unfinished portrait of Flora Fellow.
So, what? Freya was killed halfway through painting it.
Looks that way.
The painted portrait. Freya was unable to finish the painting as she died sometime during the process. Flora appears to be wielding a knife. The red substance on the tip was discovered to be blood. So this points to this lady being the killer, but that wouldn't make any goddamn sense.
I wonder if all of Freya's paintings are this creepy. Maybe it's just because she never got to finish it.
There's something wrong with the crime scene. And something really weird about the murder weapon.
We didn't find a murder weapon.
Okay, well, we get to play Connect the Dots now. Hold on 1 second. Okay. There was something strange about how Freya was killed. I just got here.
Flora Fellow is holding a knife tipped with blood, but it was removed from the scene. Nope.
Okay, I don't fucking know. Was the painting somehow involved in the attack on Freya? Probably. They threw me in here, and I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be figuring out. Can I come back? Do I have to do this now? I guess so. Alright. Well, I think we have to brute force it because I did not look at any clues before they threw me here.
Flora's portrait is holding a knife tipped with blood, but it was removed from the scene. Almost. Maybe just change one thing. Flora's portrait is
Yeah,
holding
alright,
a
got
knife
it.
tipped with blood because it stabbed Freya.
But we don't...
Weird, huh?
You think Freya was stabbed by a painting?
Okay, see, the thing, though, is that the reason why I didn't come to that conclusion is because we don't fucking know that. We have no... She was stabbed, but we don't know that's why she got stabbed. Right? That's why I didn't come to that conclusion. But, alright. This game might be a little bit easier than I'm making it out today.
Not by the woman from the painting, but by the painting itself.
Mm-hmm. Freya was standing right up by the canvas when she was killed. There's blood on the knife. It's the murder weapon.
Right, but it's not actually a knife. It can't stab.
See any other knives around here? Case closed.
The case is not closed. And even if you were right, where does that leave us?
Hold on 1 second. Alright, sorry.
A painting can't be a murder suspect.
Okay. An unfinished painting. Animation looks nice. It is very nice. I really like the art style, like a lot.
Is that an egg? An egg with bird feet.
It's also covered in gemstones. What a completely ordinary object.
I think it's a container for something.
Those gems look like they come off.
Well, I'm not doing this. Unless I can do this. Swap positions of the gems. Rotate the egg to see the clue on the back. Is that a clue, or are you just telling me the answer? I've been sending around those bells. Alright, man. Thanks for showing up. Do I have everything? So green and red. Purple to yellow? No, I do not have purple to yellow. Oh no, it's right here. Yeah, purple to yellow. Purple to blue. Yep. Green and red. Yep. Purple to purple. Purple to purple. No, I haven't left. I just said have fun with this. Oh, my bad. Green to yellow. Green to yellow. Is that it? Maybe I got it.
Nope.
Nope.
Did you check the clue on the back of the egg? I'm pretty sure it explains where to put each of the gemstones.
Okay, I thought I had it. I must be missing one. Oh, I gotta flip these. Her voice sounds like an ad. I like her voice. The answers of the flip that this gem to the slots around. Yeah. No, I get it. I just I think it's particular about which ones are get put in where.
I guess that's wrong.
What's the deal? It must mean something.
Purple to purple. To blue. Blue to purple? No, that's right. Purple to yellow. No, that's right too. I should take a screenshot of the answer to flip it to match with the sent. Oh yeah, good idea. Good idea. Hold on. Click. Alright. Alright, let me look at this. I like it too. Her voice sounds like it would be on the radio is what I'm saying. Uh-huh. I see. I get you. I understand. I totally 100% agree. It's a really, like, relaxing, like, it's uncaring, but, like, because she doesn't care, not because she doesn't care. I'm not sure if that made sense. No, luckily, I have the power of fucking editing and shit, right? So I can flip this on my end. Later. Okay, it is now flipped, right? Can I flip it again? Hold on. You know what? Here's what I'll do. It'll make it easier for me, right? If I do this. You gotta be fucking kidding me. I can't do it that way. I can't use the snipping tool. Alright, well, never mind then. Alright, well, I guess I'll just continue on with what I was doing. Let's see, rotating should work too. Okay, cool, I got it. Hold on. No, I literally have it. What is going on here? Oh, no, I don't. I lied. Okay, there's that. See, you two at the bottom then. Alright, and then flip. Perfect. purple, blue, purple to purple, yellow to green, blue to red, purple to yellow, purple to blue. Alright, is this it?
No, that was it.
Got it.
Nice work. Did it unlock? What's in there?
Good job, Batra.
Nothing.
Nothing?
Well, I'm not leaving without a clue. An empty egg is a clue, right?
Once unlocked, the egg can be opened. It is currently empty. The lining of the egg is soft, velvet-like material. Gross. The egg is supported by a stand made of brass. It rests on three legs it rests on three strange feet with pointed claws. Can we talk to the lady now? We can. Oh, I like the way she looks.
Flora... Fellow?
Hey, sorry to barge in. I'm sure you're still in some distress.
We need to ask you a few questions, I'm afraid.
Did you witness the murder, Flora?
She doesn't talk.
Nothing. What do we do?
Not sure. She's entitled to her silence, I suppose.
For now.
Counter yourself. What? I don't understand this mechanic. Yourself?
Is there anything you'd like to tell us, Flora? I don't really know anything about you at all.
I think that's the way she likes it. We'll just have to ask other people about her.
Yeah, okay.
Yo, Sally kind of thick. I'm just saying.
Freya was painting your portrait yesterday. Is that right?
Was this something you had planned with her ahead of time?
Was there something special about yesterday?
Did you talk to Freya at all while she was painting you?
She's not going to answer us, is she?
Nope. But at least we can say we tried.
Statement.
Flora, you were definitely in the room at the time of the murder. Surely you must have seen something? Can you tell me anything about what happened to Freya? She's acting pretty suspicious if you ask me.
Being
I don't
mute is
know.
not suspicious.
Maybe she really doesn't know anything.
How is that possible?
Alright, well. We'll talk to you later then.
Is that a gramophone?
It is a gramophone.
I think so. Except it's got a tape deck instead of a turntable.
It's also got a big crack down the middle.
It plays cassette tapes instead of vinyl records. It's pointed towards the middle of the room. How interesting. There's an also crack running through it all the way from the horn down to the tape of the deck.
What about the cassette tape?
Yeah, it sure is. Pink.
To Freya. And a message in the latest says to Freya. Can I play it?
Do you think it still works?
The gramophone? Yeah, we could give it a go. It's piano music.
It's a recording of piano music. It plays for a short while before stopping. We're gonna play the whole thing through. I'm sure but I'm just dotting my I's and crossing my P's. Yes, I did say P's and not T's. Leave me alone. It's really nice music, though. Hi, Nick. Alright, try this one.
Weird.
It's someone humming a tune.
Quoting someone walking around outdoors, it started humming a melody can be heard. Alright, cool. Well, that was interesting. Let's check out this crime scene then, yeah?
The outline of Freya Fellow. Looks like she fell onto her back. There's a single patch of blood, right in the middle. No real signs of a struggle.
That's weird.
What?
Her feet were right up by the canvas.
So?
So she was probably standing really close to the canvas when she fell.
And she stabbed from the front, so it really doesn't make sense how she got stabbed.
Let's check the case file again.
Alright. Freya fell, died painting thing, da-da-da. Freya was found lying on her back with a single stab wound in her chest. So yeah, if she was standing close to the painting, how the only thing that really makes sense is that the painting itself stabbed her. Which doesn't make sense, because what the fuck? Unless she stabbed herself.
The outline of Freya.
That's what her feet were right. So she was.
Let's check the case file again. Supposedly, Freya was working on the painting when she was killed. Looks like she was still holding her paintbrush and palette when she fell.
Didn't even get a chance to clean her brush.
The palette has a variety of paints loaded onto it, the largest blob of black in the middle. The paintbrush was still covered in dried red paint. Is it red paint or is it blood?
Supposedly, Freya was working on. Looks like she was still holding her.
Didn't even get a chance to clean her brush.
Alright. Just want to see if it give me a different option. He did not.
Freya's painting supplies.
Small pots of red, yellow, blue, black, and white paint. The glass pots are cracked all down one side. What's with this game and cracks?
Freya's painting supplies. That's the only door in and out of the room.
It's also on the floor.
Sure is. Guessing it's not supposed to be down there.
A bunch of old books, covered in dust now, but they look well read.
A little pot plant, balanced on the window ledge.
It's the only plant in the entire room.
We're at the top of the tower, right?
I think so. Why?
Doesn't matter. It's nothing.
It's so dark back there.
Somehow the sunlight doesn't seem to be making it very far into the room. Half the room is a big open window.
So how is that even possible?
I don't know if you can call it an open window. It's more like the sudden absence of wall.
Alright, I guess we leave. We'll start looking around, man. The library! Hello, person.
Curious. I would expect bacteria of that nature to thrive in these conditions.
Excuse me.
Taking all the environmental factors into account, there must be something I am still missing.
Hey, you
May
can.
I talk to you, miss?
She knows we're here. She just doesn't care.
I am a detective, and I need to talk.
Correction. You do not need to talk to me,
Oh no? How come?
because I am not a suspect. I am completely innocent of any and all crimes.
Thanks for letting me know.
Speaking of which, you have now been at TangleTower for over 23 minutes. Surely you have already reached a sturdy hypothesis.
A hypothesis about the murder?
Yeah, come on, Grimoire, hurry up.
My apologies. Unfortunately, protocol dictates I must at least meet all the suspects. And that includes you. So, could you tell me your name?
Fifi Fellow, microbiologist, inventor, innovator.
I'm doing alright. I do also like the art style. It's very nice. It's a very nice art style. The outside is pretty good, and it also looks so clean. The art, yeah. I like the voice acting a lot. I'm just baffled that somehow they didn't get the main character Grimoire to be Markiplier, because it looks exactly like him. He even does some goofy ass shit like him.
You will need to be more specific. Oneself cannot be summarized in a single response without doing one a great disservice.
So true.
Well, first of all, you're a fellow. So does that make you the daughter of...
Correct. My father and mother are named Flora and Felix, but you need not question either of them. It will only waste valuable time. Neither of them are capable of murder.
Thanks for the
People
tip.
say that, but whatever.
Fifi, you said you were a micro... something or other?
Microbiologist, but it is an insignificant label. My studies cannot be categorized in any one recognized field.
What made you want to become a scientist in the first place?
I harbor an intrinsic fascination with the microscopic. I constructed my first one at age 10.
Constructed a microscope?
Correct.
And what's that thing on your head? Did you make that too?
My eyesight began to deteriorate when I turned 12. Not satisfied with the eyeglasses prescribed to me, I designed this custom lens instead. It automatically adjusts based on the surrounding light conditions.
Does it glow red when you get angry?
No, but that would be most amusing. What can you tell me about the murder?
What can you tell me about... Wait, that's what I'm supposed to ask you.
Yes, however, you were too slow.
You fancy yourself a detective too, Fifi?
I just need to know what happened.
Me too. So talk.
Fine. I knew ahead of time that Freya was going to be busy with her painting all day, so I had planned to spend the afternoon with Poppy. I was in the library all morning preparing the equipment for an experiment, only to find out that Poppy had made other plans and she was in fact planning to ignore me completely.
Aw.
So what did you do instead?
I locked myself in my room and cried.
Oh,
Aw.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Why?
I don't know, it just sounds kind of sad.
It is not unusual.
Oh,
That's even more sad.
good.
Alright, and so your statement is...
I was in my room. The lights were off and the door was locked. Someone began banging on the door. I ignored it until the someone began shouting at me. I opened the door. Poppy came into my room. Her makeup was leaking. She told me Freya was dead. I did not believe it. I thought she was playing a trick on me, so I punched her in the face.
Damn.
She insisted that we go up to Flora's tower. We left the room, and Poppy's father was waiting outside. He followed us upstairs. When I saw Freya lying on the floor, I was completely and utterly devastated. Then, I took a sample of the red paint on the unfinished painting. Poppy and I took the sample back downstairs to the library. We performed a test and found out that it was, in fact, blood.
You performed that scientific test immediately, even though you were feeling so upset?
Of course.
Let's not even talk about how she contaminated it. Okay. Well, contaminated crime scene. Like, come on, bro. You know better. You know better. We'll talk to you later.
Fifi's bedroom should be unlocked now.
Can't wait.
I still want to look around here.
Books about nature? A chalkboard.
Is this a library or a classroom?
This is probably a clue to something. Am I gonna write this down? Fucking no. I'll come back to it when I need it. Everyone remember that there are numbers and letters here.
I'm not sure I learned anything from that. Is that a snow globe?
Of sorts.
That's a snow globe inside a snow globe of the Twisted Tower.
Hey, look at that. It's a model of TangleTower.
TangleTower.
There's the lake and those weird
God damn it,
mountains.
Fortnite. I don't even play Fortnite.
What are you thinking?
That would make an amazing souvenir. What's in those bottles?
I'm not sure. Soil samples?
Books about ancient history, I think.
These books are ancient history. I think they'd crumble into dust if I tried to pick them up.
Good excuse.
Thanks.
Good excuse for not animating us looking at the books. What is this?
A book on the floor. Fundamental entomology.
I guess somebody dropped it.
Alright, I guess that wasn't important. Anyway. She's a little stuffy.
A new suspect. Don't think you can get out being questioned just because you're a bear.
I'm innocent, I promise.
Y'all like goofballs.
Save it for the judge.
I don't know what that drink is, but I bet it's 99% sugar.
You'd be wrong. It's 2% caffeine.
I'd read you the ingredients, but there's nothing written on the can.
That's even worse.
Fifi's got something pinned up here.
Corkboard?
What is all this?
What the fuck is this? The same numbers and shit was over that's in here was on the thing. I don't know everybody yet to know who's connected to who.
Who is that?
No idea. That's gotta be Flora.
Who is that?
No idea.
Yeah, man. Okay, we have to
Did you
come back
notice
here
who
later.
Isn't on here?
She isn't on here, yeah. Wait, hold on. Is that me?
Freya?
Mm-hmm. And Fifi herself.
Hold on. Look at that.
Fifi's got
What
something.
is all this?
Is that supposed to be me? Why do I look so angry?
That's just the face you make when you're thinking. Does make you wonder, though. When did Fifi draw all this?
And that's you, Sally.
What? I do not look like that,
She doesn't.
do I?
Her eyes are not nearly that wide. So we're connected, obviously. They may be goofy, but they have a nice chemistry between the two. I agree.
Did you notice who isn't on
Yeah,
here?
we know. Move on.
It's a magnifying glass. A big one.
How come you don't have one of those?
Why? Because I'm a detective? Should I start smoking a pipe, too?
You couldn't pull off a pipe.
He's fucking alright, shit.
The stuff Fifi's thrown away.
You gonna rummage through the trash can?
No, that is quite beneath me, thank you.
I give it 5 minutes before you're in there.
The stuff Fifi's thrown away.
I give it 5
I
minutes.
thought it was gonna let me do it.
Crystal chandeliers. Extra fancy.
I don't know. They just seem old-fashioned to me. Plus, they're kind of dusty.
Anyone else see anything of interest?
Scientific formulas. Probably. I'll openly admit I have no idea what any of it means. It looks like a microscope, a big one.
Can I touch it?
You can touch it.
I'm not sure this is a microscope.
Horizontally slide the 4 magnifying glasses in the correct positions. Oh, it's a puzzle, I see. I don't get the purpose. Oh, okay, I understand now. So we gotta make the thing look like it's a key.
I guess that's wrong.
The 4 lenses all have different magnification, so they must each have a specific position along.
Alright, are you being uber specific? Like, that looked pretty right to me. No, that's right. I definitely had that right. There's a small gap in there, I guess. So I guess it is specific. Music is going in.
That's the one.
Fucking K?
Hey, not bad. Sounds like it unlocked.
Yeah, it's built on top of a little metal box. There's a book in here.
Secret diary. A well-used book resembling a diary. It's locked with a strange metal device. Alright, I think that's all we're gonna get out of here for right now, so we leave. Let's go check to see if we can find any of the other fellows. Freya fellows around. So this is the girl who died, right?
It's a little glass box.
I think it's a vivarium.
Come again?
See the leaves and twigs in there? Might have been for keeping insects.
That's weird.
What did you find in the drawers?
Nothing. They're completely empty.
It's odd.
That painting is really something.
Why would you want it looming over your bed like that?
Maybe Freya enjoyed the atmosphere it creates.
The atmosphere of chaos and oppression?
Hang on. There's a smaller version down by the floor.
It's a photograph.
Small photograph of Freya's abstract painting. A piece of adhesive tape is stuck to it. Lines have been drawn with black ink around the edges. So, one turns the left bottom, one turns the middle, and the right, and one turns the...
That painting.
Why would you want it looming
Maybe
over the
hang on,
axis?
there's a
It's a photograph.
I thought we were going to inspect the picture, but I guess not.
Freya's plants. They must not need sunlight? Drawings taped up on the wall.
It'd be like that sometimes.
What's that one on the left?
Looks like two people standing together in a garden. One of them's holding a red rose.
Okay, so that's beefy. Okay. Drawing of a man standing with a woman in the garden. He's holding a red rose. Drawing of Fifi, a drawing of a person wearing a cloak. This is one of the, This is Poppy, right? We don't know who this guy is. Can we not expect the, No? Alright.
Drawings.
What's that one on?
Looks one of them's holding a red rose. Not the kind of lamp I choose for my bedroom, but fair enough.
It's cool. Looks like old mining equipment or something.
It's Freya's bed. A little bit messy.
It's a perfectly healthy amount of messy.
Agreed.
A pillow with a paw print pattern.
It's a cushion.
Yeah, but that doesn't alliterate.
You also didn't alliterate correctly. You said patent and not pattern.
Do you think this was always supposed to be a bedroom?
I don't know. It is kind of a weird shape.
It looks kind of like an attic, really.
No windows either. It's a fish, I think?
I think it looks more like a whale.
Fine, it's a whale.
Could also be a shark.
She liked a lot of sea stuff, didn't she? Because there's a bunch of fish and whatnot over here.
Did Freya paint those animals on her ceiling?
They're kind of simplistic.
Maybe she painted them when she was younger. Do you think this was always supposed to be a bedroom?
I don't know.
No windows either. Freya's plants. They must not need sunlight? It's a little wooden box for paintbrushes.
To the casual observer, maybe. They're not real paintbrushes. Looks like they're part of some kind of lock mechanism.
Why is this house full of so many locks? Weird locks at that. Select the brushes in the correct order to arrange the paper, or to find a clue. The paper is arranged, but I don't quite understand what it's showing, you know? Does anyone else get this? It's just blue is whatever this is, and... I don't even understand what the puzzle is. Match the colors from the puzzle with the brushes. I get that, but I don't understand why or what it's doing when I do it. Unless you're saying it's in order. Oh! No, never mind. I thought I had it. I don't. I lied. Nope, I thought I had it. I sure shit do not. Get the giant orange brush with the blue paint. And this goes like right here, I guess, right? Put it in slot 1. Put it in slot 1. Why? I don't get this. No, I got it. Batra is smart. Are we sure that one's supposed to be here, though? It looks like this is supposed to be... What is that? Position 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like this one's supposed to be here in position 4. And then this one's supposed to be here. First one says it needs to be an orange brush that's short. Does it need to be short because there's a thing up here, right? So maybe it needs to be touching up here. No, that's like an inch. Then what is this one? Because this one is bigger than just an inch. This is why I'm confused. Because this would in my head is indicating that it's a long one. Well, if that's the case, then wouldn't it be this one? Then that goes there. This one, this is the only one I'm confident goes here. Then maybe this one. No, but this has to go. Oops, not that one. This one has to go here, so maybe I guess you're right because it has. This one has to be there because the shape's the same. How would you solve the one for the last one that requires a long one? I don't know.
Nothing.
Did you find a hint on those scraps? It looks like a ripped up jigsaw.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Orange touches the top. It's really making me use my brain. I know, right? I know, huh? So I think because of the way this is presented, right? These are like these 3 bars, right? So these horizontal lines. This is the topmost one. Unless that's denoting. Nothing ever actually goes past that. So it has to be this top one is actually right here. Which means this one is this one. which means green needs to be here. Which means that goes there. This goes here. That has to be there. Perhaps these are interchangeable.
That was incorrect.
The information we need is on.
I'm confident this part right here is the correct. This right here, I'm confident that's correct. Maybe even on this one, right? But this is, I don't know. But the short orange brush with the pink paint on slot one, okay. But then what about this position? Because this shape matches that one, so I'm confused. Swap 4 with 5. Are you sure? That's out of position then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's out of position then. Swap 6 and 3. Then 6 and 4.
That's done it.
How? What? 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 I don't get it. I thought I did. I don't understand. I don't get it.
Neat. What was in the box?
Just a photograph. Well, most of a photograph.
That must be, what's her face? And I don't know who this is. It's a puzzle. Look at the images. Ask what type I was looking for. No, I understand that. Well, I don't understand your answer. That's what I don't get. And I don't understand how the answer was correct. A photograph of two young girls, one with red hair, one with green hair. That's green. The photo has a large piece of it seems to be ripped off. Someone else is in here. See, there's someone else standing here, but we don't know who that is. Anything else we care about?
Looks pretty depressed.
He's had a rough couple of days.
Just little trinkets.
Let's leave them alone.
I don't think there's anything else in here. Yeah, I don't think I see anything else in here. Alright. So the clues for the puzzle was right there in the image, and you have to match up what it gives you. I get that. I don't get how you did it. Like I don't understand what corresponds to what corresponds to what. That's what I'm not understanding. Hello, person.
Sir? Can you hear
Hi,
me?
Kelsey.
I'm Private Detective Grimoire. I have some questions for you.
Grimoire. Good mysterious name. I'd rather like it. Felix Fellow at your beck and call.
And, this is my colleague, Sally.
Yeah, that's a perfectly good name as well.
Thanks.
If you would, Mr. Fellow, we really need to ask you about the murder.
Well, I must say I'm rather jealous of you two.
Oh, yeah? Why's that?
Out here solving mysteries, exploring
Kelsey, the animation nerd, has showed up and has lost her mind.
Hidden treasures. That's what life is all about.
Secret rooms?
Generally speaking, you know, that sort of thing.
So, Felix, what exactly do you, do?
Is it not obvious?
No.
I'm an explorer. Explorer.
No, I guess that makes sense.
Slash treasure hunter. Yes, well, best in the world.
We're talking like curse statues, spike pits.
It's a little more sophisticated than that. But I've certainly seen my share of danger, if that's what you're asking.
And, if I may ask, when did you retire?
You listen here. I may be between ventures right now, but it's simply not in my nature to stay in one place for too long. I go wherever the winds of destiny take me.
Don't you live here with your wife and daughter?
Yes, well, the Fellow family has certain loyalties, and with Flora the way she is,
Nothing wrong with raising a family, Mr. Fellow.
Don't misunderstand me. Fiona and Flora are my entire world. They are the greatest treasure of all.
Uh-huh.
Mesmerized. I'm alright, Kelsey. How are you? I say you're doing amazing now that you've seen this animation. This is something you needed in your life. I'm more enamored with the art style personally. I love the art style.
Why on earth would you want to know about that?
The murder of Freya Fellow. The reason we're here?
Ah, right. Nasty business. Very unfortunate. I regret that I can't be of any help, but I wish you all the best in your investigation.
Hear that, Grimoire? We're done here. Let's go.
It's a simple question, Felix. I'm sure you're up to it.
Well, there's not much to tell. Mostly, I was in my room by myself, working on Flora's, on a project.
That sounded like a lie.
Your room is quite close to Flora's tower. You didn't hear anything unusual?
What qualifies as unusual?
What have you got?
Mere statement.
It was dusk. A feeling lingered in the air. Malevolent? Perhaps. Uncertain as life itself.
Abridged version, please.
Right. Fine. I heard someone heading down the stairs, just outside my room. The footsteps were calm, orderly, so I thought nothing of it. Shortly afterward, I heard a second set of footsteps, going the same way. This time I could tell just from the sound that something was wrong. So I looked out into the hallway. I got a glimpse of Poppy disappearing down the staircase to the floor below. Didn't know what to make of it, to be honest. I thought perhaps she'd had a disagreement with Fitz, as I know those two are close. So I looked into his room, just in case, but it was empty, as was the garden beyond his window. Back in the hallway, I bumped into a very concerned-looking Penelope. She was heading up Fellow Tower to find Professor Pointer, so I escorted her. We went into Flora's room. Poor Freya was laying on the floor. Fiona, Poppy, Fitz, and Pointer were there already. Flora, too, of course. Soon enough, everyone else made their excuses and left.
Including you?
Not I. I stayed. Flora needed me.
Well, we have a reason to... Did he go back to sleep? We have a reason to go talk to the Pointer family now. Several reasons now, actually. Talking to him is definitely worth it.
Puffer fish?
Yes, it's also a lamp, for some reason. A little hand-painted statue.
How can you tell it's hand-painted?
Well, the paints are right there on the desk. Also, I mean, no offense, but you can just tell.
One carving of a man holding a sword. The model has been hand-painted, but the paint is not skillfully applied. Yellow, blue, black, and white paints were found nearby. No red, though.
You get a good view of the lake from here.
Character design is amazing. It's so good.
It's a magic lamp. Can we summon the genie?
If we get really stuck, sure. That's a massive conch shell. Do you think there's a little crab living inside?
I hope so.
I hope so.
What is it?
It's a tiki.
He's an imp.
What does he do?
Well, if you tell too many lies, he appears at the end of your bed in the middle of the night.
Oh,
A hammock. It's kind of worn out.
I would politely describe it as lived in.
So worn out.
It's a drinking horn.
Is it full of ale? Or mead, maybe?
Right now, it's just full of dust.
Oh.
Ow. 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 I don't know if there's anything else in here. So, nerding out right now. I know, right? Artist dream right here. We cannot enter his room. Before we go over to the right side of the mansion and talk to the pointers, let's go down here. Stone Square. Excuse me. Edgelord.
Wow. Nice cape.
You're not fellows or pointers. I'm sure I shall immediately regret asking. But who are you, and what is your business here?
I'm a detective. My
Zoe,
business
and
is
this
to
is
know.
my sidekick, Grimoire.
A private detective, Grimoire.
Really? You're a detective. If this is a joke, it's not a good one.
Who are you, anyway?
Private Detective Hawkshaw.
Ooh.
Nice. Hawkshaw's a cooler name than Grimoire.
Is it?
Maybe I'll become her sidekick.
You're not on the Freya Fellow case, too, are you?
That is classified information between myself and my client. Clearly, this is something which eludes you. But a real detective refrains from handing out informations to persons unknown.
A real
Oh.
detective wouldn't wear a cape.
Now, if you would, I have work to do.
No, tell me about yourself.
It's not in my interest to discuss personal details.
Even if you're one of the suspects in a murder?
Very well. Let us make a small exception. Ask.
Oh, what are you doing here?
I'm on a case at the behest of my client.
How long have you been at TangleTower?
133 hours.
That was very
5.5
specific.
days.
Very
Who are
specific.
you working for?
I am not at liberty to answer that. Now, I shall permit you one more question.
What crime are you...
How'd you get that scar? It's cool.
You really think so?
It is kind of cool. Yesterday.
As it happens, I completed an examination of Flora's room on the morning before the murder. I've been investigating every single room at TangleTower. Hers was one of the last on my list.
Did you find anything unusual?
Nothing but a thin layer of dust and an atmosphere of somber melancholy.
Was Flora in there at the time?
She spent the duration of my search staring up at the sky, out the open window. Didn't say a word, although I'm told this is the expected behavior.
What did you do after that?
I spent the early evening searching the library. It took longer than it should have. Fiona leaves that room in a permanent state of disarray.
Fiona was in the library too?
I expected her to make an appearance, but she did not.
And you stayed in the library the rest of the day?
Not quite. Towards the early evening, my examination of the library was unexpectedly disrupted. Sounds of running, wailing, shouting from several floors above. I vacated the library, but before I could begin my ascent, Professor Pointer appeared. He emerged from the Pointer staircase, crossed the hall, and begun up the fellow staircase. Our eyes met. He was breathless. Something had caused him great alarm. He told me to stay out of the way. I consented. I decided to return to my office in the stone square. As I was passing through the front door, Penelope called out from behind me. She was clutching the banister of the Pointer staircase with an apprehensive manner. She wished to know where Professor Pointer had gone. I told her what had transpired. Then, she too crossed the hall and disappeared up the fellow staircase. More so than at any moment prior, I felt like quite an intruder in the house. I took my leave, out towards the stone square. The grounds were silent. There were no signs of human life. Even the greenhouse was without its typical inhabitant. I noted that he, too, must be entangled in whatever was transpiring in Fellow Tower. An unremarkable hour passed before the gardener finally made his appearance. He spoke to me of what had occurred. His report was as clumsy and cumbersome as the man giving it.
Did he seem upset?
He was rattled. That much was clear. But sorrowful, mournful, I cannot say.
Thank you for your time, Hawkshaw. I don't know, it's coming around on me. Hawkshaw is a kind of cool name.
There's a metal plaque on the bench.
Is there a message engraved on it?
I think there was at one point, but someone scratched it off.
Nothing else really looks interesting here.
Is that a clock?
If it is, it's a clock with 4 faces.
I'm guessing it doesn't tell the time.
So what does it do?
More puzzles. Rotate the dials until all 4 hands are in the correct position. What is the correct position? 3, 2. Is this 12 or 2? I'm not entirely sure which hour of the day each face is denoting, so I don't know what to do here. What do you move? You only move that one, and you move both of these. Alright. Are you supposed to make them to make it match the hour 3, 6, 9, and 12? I think so, but I'm not sure which one is supposed to be which, you know?
Nope.
So, moving any of the hands turns the adjacent like cogs on a machine.
Yeah, I'm not sure which face is supposed to be which face, you know? Because this one looks like 3, right? And this would be correct. And this one looks like 6 or 9. And that one looks like 12. It seems like you're a little off on one of them. Which one? Look at the last one. Okay, what about the last one? Which one is that? Which position is that supposed to be? Because I don't get which one it's supposed to be. Do I have to flip these two? Is that supposed to be 9 and not 6? It's suggested a little bit at the bottom. It's an interesting puzzle. It'd be much more interesting or easier to figure out if I knew which position this face is supposed to be in.
Just gonna rest my brain. Is
If
that
it is, it's a clock.
Nope.
So, it's like cogs on a machine.
It's slightly off. Shit. What even is the last one? I know! Last one is 6, I think. Let's try it that way then, yeah. Give me a second.
I got it.
Yahtzee.
I'm impressed. What's in the box?
A little tool thing? Looks like a telescope, but I'm not actually sure what it is.
Alright, a small brass tool with a curved glass lens. It has a screw base. Thank you for your help, chat. Alright.
A pointless little stone tower.
I don't know. Might be a good hiding place.
Want to play hide and seek?
I could be persuaded.
I could be persuaded.
A little bridge leading back to the gardens.
It's TangleTower.
Oh, is it? Alright.
Or at least it's the mansion at the base of TangleTower. A giant glowing gemstone full of plants.
AKA a greenhouse.
The greenhouse. You intimidated the fuck out of me. Hello.
Sally, don't move. We're being watched.
Yeah, I see him. He's a little too big to hide in the bushes. Is anyone going to say anything? Or shall we just stand around staring at each other?
Right, sorry.
Sorry.
That's better. I'm Sally. And the guy hiding behind me is Detective Grimoire. Who are you?
Fitzfellow, the gardener.
Mm-hmm.
I like Fitz.
And why are you so tall?
I don't know.
Can't just ask people why they're so tall. Sally, what the fuck?
You work here as the gardener.
I don't get paid to do it. It's just my area of interest.
What's the deal with the plants? They're all kinda weird.
Right. Did you see the lake?
That giant green and purple lake surrounding the entire house? Yeah, I clocked it.
The color is just a byproduct.
Of what? Poison?
It's not poisonous. Not to you.
What's this got to do with the plants?
The water controls all life, just like anywhere else on the planet. Clouds form, rain falls. The water grows the plants, animals eat the plants. Anything you've perceived as an irregularity is simply a result of this hydrological cycle.
Okay.
Could you say that again, but like condense it as if you were talking to a slightly stupid person?
Our lake water causes the unpredictable alteration of DNA. Sometimes.
Alteration? Like mutation?
That'd be the official term. For us, it's normal. Just nature.
And you're the local expert on all this stuff?
No. I'm just the gardener. I was in my greenhouse, watering and weeding.
Sounds exciting.
Was anyone else around?
Not at first. Penelope came in a little later. She likes looking at the flowers, I think.
Did you speak to each other?
A little, not too much. We both left the greenhouse in the early afternoon. I went up to my room. Then I came back outside to weed the main gardens. Didn't see anyone else. After that, I went up to the garden outside my room.
And?
Let me guess. Watering and weeding.
Right.
Did anything happen to you yesterday, Fitz?
All right, Fitz, give me a statement.
I was up in the rooftop garden. It was quiet. And then, it wasn't. I can't describe it. Could have been a scream, but it didn't sound human. We thought it was coming from Flora's tower, so we went up there.
We?
Poppy was with me. Did I not mention that? Flora's room was locked. That's normal.
We need to
She
find
usually
Poppy.
locks it from the inside. I knocked on the door and shouted. Nobody responded. We became concerned.
You kicked the door down?
I did. Poppy and I went in. Freya was right there, laying on her back. Flora was there too, but I barely noticed her at first. Poppy left the room for a while. When she came back, she had her father with her, and Fifi too. Penelope arrived shortly after that, with Felix in tow. I thought that was odd. You don't normally see the two of them together. Felix took charge. There was nothing else I could do to help. I wanted to go back to my room, but I realized nobody had told Detective Hawkshaw anything. I found her pacing back and forth around the stone square. When I approached her, she snapped at me. I think she was annoyed about being made to wait outside so long. But when I told her about Freya, she fell silent.
Good information. Thank you, Fitz.
Fitz's room is unlocked. It's up in the fellow tower.
Thank you.
This could be interesting.
Hanging baskets. They're so high up.
To you, maybe.
You're only 2 inches taller than me.
2 inches makes all the difference.
That's a handsome beetle. Looks like he might have magic powers.
This one's in a little pot.
Okay, that is definitely not edible.
It looks like a gemstone, don't you think?
Butterfree with the hard gemstone-like skin. Soil in the pot is an unusual blue color. That hurt. Oh, it's because you're short? Don't worry about it too much. It's okay to be short.
It's bigger in here than I thought it would be.
Hanging baskets. They're so high up. You're
2 inches makes all...
So that's a Naomi? I fucking will. I don't think there's anything else I care about.
Tools. Used by a gardener for gardening. A little chart of, actually, I have no idea what it's about.
I can't read this. These are, some of these are Greek letters, I think. That's pi. Beta, alpha, gamma. I can't read this, though. I don't know what this means.
What do you make of it?
Not a whole lot.
Go to Fitz's room. Aw. There's nothing in here.
An empty glass and an empty plate.
Looking at it is making me want to cry.
Why?
I don't know.
Oh, wow.
What?
It's a big empty space. It's a little handmade card. Someone's drawn a heart on the front. Inside it says, "To Fitz, from PP."
Poppy?
Huh. Neither of these lights have an actual light bulb.
They're just decorative.
Why?
Oh, so decorative.
Why would you have decorative lights that just don't work? Lights are inherently decorative.
Doesn't look soft.
That poor plant.
Looks pretty healthy to me.
Healthy, but sad. I think it would rather be outside.
There's someone outside the window.
There is?
Something outside the window. It's probably just a rock.
You sure? It's locked, but it leads outside.
I thought we were halfway up a tower.
We are.
What's that thing by the handle?
Oh, cool, more puzzles. Then move the tiles in the correct slots. What is this, like Sudoku?
Nothing. Still locked.
The tiles have all got that same sun symbol on them.
Those moon symbols in the slots. Are they connected?
Maybe they're connected, but also not connected.
Nope. It's
Maybe
not.
the information we need isn't here.
So where is it?
Somewhere else.
Ah, didn't work.
You know, I think this might be one of a pair.
What? The whole thing?
Yeah. Something about those symbols. The duality of the sun and moon, you know?
If you say so.
I'll try one more time and then move on, because I think the game literally just said we can't figure it out.
Ah, didn't
You know,
work.
yeah.
Okay.
The
If
duality.
you say
Alright.
so.
Let's come back once we know what to do.
What about this?
Hello.
Not hidden very well, is it?
Doesn't need to be. It's locked. It's a combination lock, sort of.
This puzzle's kind of strange, too. So I assume these pieces of paper... I don't know how to say your name, so I'm gonna say Smiling. How you doing today? Good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm well. Figuring out some puzzles, trying to solve a murder. I'm in class? What class? What class are you actively ignoring to watch my stream? History? Yeah. I don't blame you then. I think we have enough to just brute force it.
Nothing.
Maybe if you move the paper.
Still
I
locked.
think the lines drawn on the.
That was
It
incorrect.
looks like it's like a jigsaw puzzle, but with.
That was
It looks like it's like a jigsaw puzzle.
No? I guess not. Maybe something was wrong. I'm back. Welcome back. You didn't tell me you left, but welcome back. College sucks. Well, I mean, you don't have to go. You could stop at any moment. I have that one though. Nah, well then, unfortunately, you have to hold that out. Teardrop? Well, we have the teardrop. This one right here. The Uber's here. We have that one already as well. Nothing fits that slant, really. No, I'm confident that's right, because that's the point here, right? You sound familiar. Do you have a lobby? What do you mean a lobby? It's a chatting game thing? I do not. Let me pull this one up.
That's done it.
Got it.
Neat.
How old are you? I'm 24. I'll be 25 in June.
Anything in there?
Yeah, it's wrapped in a cloth. Hold on. Huh. That's kind of ominous.
It's not ominous. It's romantic. It's a hoe with their initials on it. Metal gardening tool with a decorative pattern. It's a decorative pattern engraved onto it and letters of either side of a heart, PP and FF. Which could be literally anyone in this whole entire household, but I assume it's Poppy. Alright, let's leave. You remember me, right? Yeah, you were in my high stream. Here's fucking Poppy. Talk to me, woman.
Are you a ghost?
Sally! That's rude!
Unless she is a ghost.
It may come as a disappointment, but I am alive.
Ah,
That makes you a suspect, I'm afraid.
I know.
what's your name?
My name is Poppy. I'm a pointer. And a pianist.
We'll need
Poppy
to ask you a
Pointer
few
the
questions
pianist.
about Freya.
I know.
Hey, you're pretty good.
All in the wrist.
It's all mostly in the
13 years of
fingers.
dedicated practice.
Thank you. It's mostly in the fingers. You have to have hands suited for piano playing. And yeah, what's your favorite color? I have a hard time deciding, but it's either red or it's black. One of the two.
I'm just me. There's nothing to know.
How are you related to the other pointers?
My father is Percival Pointer. The professor spends most of his time hidden away in his tower. Barely speaks to anyone these days. Especially not the fellows.
Do you get on with the fellows?
2 of them. Fifi and Freya are my closest friends. We all turned 19
Okay,
last
Freya's
year.
dead.
Do people
She's 19.
ever leave TangleTower? I don't mean to be rude. It's just, if you're 19...
You don't have to answer that, Poppy.
It's a fair question. I'd like to move away. Definitely. Fifi, Freya, and I would often talk about it, argue about it. Freya wanted to leave, but Fifi... Things are more complicated for her.
What about now?
After what happened, I really don't want to stay here much longer.
I also play piano and violin. Do you prefer one over the other one? Yeah, which one?
That's me. I'm on a list of murder suspects. Always thought that would be kinda cool. But it's just tedious.
Falls a little short, doesn't it?
I didn't realize I can ask them about other people. You might need to go back and talk to some people about some people, but let me meet everyone first.
3.5 hours of piano practice. Soon as I wake up. Same as always.
Gross.
3.5. Does that not hurt your hands?
Sure.
And you do this in the music room?
No, I prefer to practice in my room. When I make mistakes, I like to make them in private.
Fair
What
enough.
did you do after that?
I was supposed to meet Fifi in the library, but I totally forgot. When I finally got down there, she'd already gone. I checked her bedroom, but it was locked.
Was Fifi not in there?
No idea. She keeps her door locked either way. So I went back upstairs and out into the moonlight garden.
What?
The little garden on the roof outside my room.
Was it just you up there?
No. Fitz came outside after a while. His room's on the other side. He's been teaching me about flowers.
So, did you talk to him?
Not really.
You ignored each other.
I didn't say that. Fitz and I were up in the moonlight garden most of the afternoon.
They were making
I
out.
heard this sound. Lasted about 3 seconds. I've been trying to decide how to describe it, but I'm struggling. It was like something drilling into a piece of metal, but different. Worse. I was pretty sure it was coming from Flora's tower, so we went up there to check. Her door was locked. Nobody was answering. I knew Freya and Flora were both supposed to be in there, so I made Fitz kick down the door. I went inside. Freya was lying on the floor.
Flora was in the room too?
Yeah. I think she realized what had happened at the same moment I did. I didn't know what to do, so I ran downstairs to get Fifi. Her door was still locked, but I knocked and shouted at her. Eventually, she let me in. The lights were off, but I could see she'd already been crying. I told her what had happened. She didn't believe me. She got angry. First time I've ever seen her angry. I dragged her out into the hall. My father was there too.
Okay, that matches up with what she told
The three of
us.
us went back up to Flora's tower. Then Felix arrived. He had Penny with him. Fifi had this idea. She wanted to do some kind of scientific test. She took me down to the library. We were in there about 15 minutes. After she was done, she went back upstairs and I went back to my room.
That's it?
That's it.
Alright, well, let's go talk to some other people then.
All right. Poppy's bedroom is unlocked.
I wonder what's in there.
Before that,
Oh, whatever it is, it's playing a little trumpet.
Well, it is the music room. He's got to practice.
What's with all the broken glass?
horn statue. Shiny statue of a strange creature holding a large horn. There's a noticeable crack running along the length of the statue's horn. Inside the horn and on the ground below are various shards of cracked glass.
One old wooden bookcase.
Yep.
25 dry old books.
Mm-hmm.
4 lit candles.
Yeah.
Am I the only one seeing the problem?
No. Yes. Oh, because it's a fire hazard. That's what he's saying.
Are they paper lanterns?
Whatever they are, I like them. It's like a little parade of floating spirits.
Sheet music. It's handwritten.
That's a lot of notes. Looks pretty difficult.
Probably why they're on the floor.
I don't think there's anything in this room of interest. Has anyone seen anything else?
All right, you got your wish.
Spooky murder mansion?
Spooky murder mansion. There's a faded mural on the wall.
When I was a kid, I never knew the difference between a mural and a mosaic.
You still don't know, do you?
No.
Well, that can be your fun fact for the day. Hold on. I should know because I'm an art kid, but I never paid attention to murals or mosaics. Compared to mural drawings, mosaics is a collaborative design in creating a particular piece, picture, or decoration made by setting a small colored pieces of different natural elements such as stones, clays, and glass tiles, which might develop the sense of appreciation to art and offers unique experimental learning to the youth. So basically, mosaics are collaborative works, while murals are just one person. Well, in the sense of like it's one piece becoming a larger piece, I believe.
That's just daylight, right?
What else would it be?
No, I don't think there's anything left in this room.
Who plays the violin, I wonder?
It's pretty dusty, so I'm guessing nobody.
Who plays the violin?
So I'm guessing nobody.
This is Poppy's room. It's very purple. There's the red rose.
A single red rose. How very traditional.
Yeah, weird.
It's not that weird, but we know based on the picture. Can I connect those two things or no? Oops. Yeah, there's the red rose. So we definitely know that Fifi and, I'm sorry, not Fifi, Poppy and Fitz are together. Also didn't realize that picture of Hawkshaw.
Oh, thank goodness, there are 7 lit candles. Wouldn't want it to be dark in here.
It's a metronome. for keeping time.
Puzzle time!
It's ticking. Is it a bomb?
No, it's not a bomb. It's a fucking metronome.
It's supposed to be ticking. Not sure what those symbols are, though.
Use the buttons to rotate all 4 measuring dials up to the hoop at the top. Damn.
There we go.
Perfect. What happened?
A little hatch unlocked in the back.
Anything in there?
Mm-hmm. It's a photograph. Part of a photograph.
That's the other part of the photograph. Who's this? The red photo shows a young girl with blonde hair and pink clothes. The girl in the photo is using a bright pink cassette player with matching headphones. A girl? A girl. The rest of the photo shows Fifi and Freya. The rest of the photo is Fifi and Freya. It was hidden in the rest of the Freya's room. This might have been Poppy before she, went goth. I don't know. I don't know who this girl is.
There's something about that pink cassette tape. Something suspicious.
Let's ask Poppy about it.
Sure.
Does this belong to you, Poppy?
Now that's not really my style, is it?
But who else would own a tape like this?
Literally anybody?
What about this?
This is a photo of Fifi and Freya, right?
Yeah,
How come you're not in it? You're friends with them too, aren't you?
I'm not really one for photographs.
Fifi looks like she really admires Freya.
Fifi's loyalty to Freya is unshakable.
Her loyalty to Freya is unshakable, which makes her either not a suspect or one of the bigger ones. She is scary? I don't think she's scary. She's just goth, dude. I'm alright, CJ. How you doing? We have your picture. Will you get mad that I have this?
I don't know what that is.
Weird, considering we found it hidden in your room.
Well, my room is full of junk. There's probably a bunch of stuff hidden in there. I don't mean like... Please stop talking to me.
Do you know what this is?
This is mine.
Really?
No, well, yes, it was. I gave it to Freya about a year ago.
What was on it?
Nothing. It was blank. Freya said she wanted to record something.
Any idea how it ended up underwater?
Maybe someone wanted to destroy it, but got really lazy.
And what about this?
Is that a gardening trowel?
Yeah, I think it belongs to Fitz.
Really? Huh. Never seen him use it.
Well, it's decorative. Why would he use it?
It was my mother's originally.
Yeah?
So, why is it up in Flora's room?
She just gets the most use out of it. Freya would borrow it too sometimes.
Let's see. Alright, well, I will leave you to your devices for right now. Let's go back to her room. I wasn't done investigating.
Various handmade posters.
What do you think those symbols mean?
Hopefully, nothing.
Might be back later. I got some stuff I need to do it. Have fun. All right, man.
Sheet music.
It's
Presumably.
only a few notes. I'd barely even call that music.
He was gonna say something, but it didn't. The rest of it didn't show up in time.
Yeah, it's been framed though. Must be important for some reason. There's a name for this kind of piano. You know, these ones that stand upright. A big glass door leads out into a garden.
There's a little mechanism by the handle.
Oh, this must be the other thing for Fitz's room. Okay, hold on. Okay. I'm gonna take a picture of this so we can go to Fitz's room and unlock it. Cool.
Something happened.
That must be it. And the door's still locked.
I still feel like we made some sort of progress.
We did. Let's go to Fitz's room.
It's locked.
I thought
we
we
are.
What's that thing by the handle?
Okay, and his is...
It made a noise.
I guess that was right. Finally, it's open.
Whatever's on the other side better be worth it.
Let's go. The rooftop garden.
It's another little statue, doing a really bad job of hiding in the bushes.
He's playing a lute this time.
He's also wearing headphones.
Well, they're not part of the statue, and they're not headphones. They're earmuffs.
They are? Slightly weathered statue of a strange creature holding a lute. A pair of earmuffs has been placed on the head of the statue.
Giant stone frog. Love it.
Ah, he's got his tongue out like he's catching snowflakes.
Except those aren't snowflakes. They're feathers.
Feathers. Well, the feathers are mostly found resting on the tongue of a large stone rogue.
Ah, a little water feature.
It's making me sleepy.
Wonder how it's hooked up. A little pond.
It looks really, really deep for some reason. See those metal bars around the edges too?
Oh yeah. What do you suppose they're for?
Nothing anymore. Looks like somebody broke them and then never bothered to fix it.
It's a rose bush, growing on a little patch of bluish soil. Apart from a couple of loose petals on one side, the whole thing looks very well cared for.
The roses are bright red too.
Now, aren't roses normally that color?
Exactly.
Okay. Sure.
More egg statues.
I don't get it.
Why eggs? Yeah.
Well, either they have some special significance, or the sculptor was just really lazy.
What do you mean?
An egg has got to be the easiest shape to make.
Fair enough.
That's one big dragonfly.
Or one very small dragon.
I am not a dragonfly.
The door into Poppy's room.
So, only Poppy and Fitz can get into the garden?
Well, people can only get to the garden through their room.
Ah, I guess so. It's the door into Fitz's room.
One of only 2 ways to get into the garden.
Oh yeah. Careful, we're pretty high up.
Yeah, we're on a roof.
Anything else here?
It's so relaxing. I might just stay here.
Oh, shall I go finish the investigation on my own?
That'd be great.
It is really nice up here, though.
More egg statues.
I don't get it.
Well, an egg has got to be the easy. More egg statues.
I don't
Well,
get it.
an egg has got to be
Trees. On a roof.
in a garden.
In a garden. On a roof.
Really pretty up here, though.
It's so relaxing. I might just.
I don't know if there's anything up here for me, though. We got the feathers. Alright, let's go here, I guess. Relaxed. Zen. Vibed the fuck out.
Shh, listen. Do you hear them? The stars. They're whispering.
No, they aren't.
So quiet, and yet so loud.
What are they whispering about? Are they spreading rumors about us?
I shouldn't think they concern themselves with such insignificance. We are but specks of dust, you and I.
Could this speck of dust start by telling me his name?
You find yourself standing in the astronomy tower of one Professor Percival Pointer.
Seems like this tower belongs to the Pointers, and the other one belongs to the Fellows.
Well observed, my dear. TangleTower is something of a duality, as it happens. Meaningless boundaries, really. They exist only in our minds.
Helpful.
Finished one of my books. I shouldn't have brought a novella to work. You're upset that you finished your book? Animation is so good, it's very expressive. I don't like this guy's face, though. This guy's face bothers me.
Me? Not much to say. Strictly speaking, I'm the current head of the Pointer family. And of course, father to my precious Poppy.
And a professional astronomer?
Oh no, that's just a little hobby. I mean, yes, I've studied the stars for over 35 years, published 17 books.
Just a little hobby.
Sounds like you're quite well known. You must bring in a good amount of money.
Oh dear me, no. My field of research has never yielded any kind of stable financial return, nor would I expect it to. I am nothing but a humble interpreter for the cosmos, working to translate its message so that I may share it with the world.
Cool. Tell the Cosmos I say hi.
Yes, I'm upset a little bit. I went to the book aisle at work, and I'm reading one of those till they can call me in. Well, I'm more than happy to be here.
The day began as any other, with blissful, unremarkable routine. I took my usual morning walk around the gardens. Fresh air does wonders for the mind.
Did you see anyone else?
Penelope and Fitz were in the greenhouse together. I didn't bother them, of course. I sat for a while besides the pond in the garden. It's a favorite spot of mine. Eventually, I returned to my tower and buried myself in my studies for the afternoon.
Did you use your telescope yesterday?
Once the stars began to appear, naturally.
For how long?
I can't say. I've been known to lose hours at my telescope.
Did you see anything?
No actual discoveries, if that's what you mean.
So you were all alone up in the astronomy tower. Must have been a while before you found out what had happened to Freya.
Quite. Normally, I would be the last to find out about such a thing. But a curious tug of fate led me towards the fellow tower later that evening.
Okay, what's your statement for the time of the murder?
I was at my telescope for the majority of the evening, but at one point I returned to my desk to look something up in a reference book. I couldn't find the book I wanted, so I figured Fiona must have borrowed it. I left my tower and headed down towards the Grand Hall. I spotted Detective Hawkshaw coming out of the library. She looked impatient and slightly frustrated.
Same as ever, then?
Quite. I passed her by and went upstairs to Fiona's room. The door
Okay.
was locked, but I could hear
Okay.
shouting coming from inside.
That's slightly different than what she said earlier. Hawkshaw said she walked past whatever this dude's name is. His last name is Pointer, so I don't know whatever his fucking first name is. Anyway, he looked vexed or pressed about something. and then said, "Don't worry about it," and then went upstairs. So we'll wait for that part to be held in his account. But for right now, he looking a little sus. Both of them looking a little sus.
I recognized Fiona's voice as well as the voice of my own daughter. I had no desire to invade their privacy by eavesdropping, so I waited for them to finish and come out into the hall. Before I could ask about the book, Poppy grabbed my hand and took me upstairs along with Fiona. It was apparent that both of them had already been crying about something. We went up to Flora's tower. Freya was laying on her back, right in the middle of the room.
That's also slightly different from what they said, because I think she said her dad came in afterwards. Or rather, she went to go get her dad. I don't remember. I gotta look at their account again.
Flora and Fitz were already there. They both looked stoic as ever. Felix and Penny arrived shortly after we did, and then Fiona went downstairs with Poppy for some reason. I quickly decided that I should leave also. I took Penelope with me, and we both went back to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
Why did you leave so quickly? Wasn't there anything you could have done to help?
Don't take this the wrong way, but the whole ordeal is fellow family business. I'm quite sure they don't need me getting in the way at a time like that.
That's fair enough. Talk to me about your daughter.
My Poppy, my pride and joy. Exceptionally talented pianist from a young age. Hold on. Why is she on your list of suspects?
Everyone's on my list of
Because
suspects.
she's a suspect.
Oh, no. I can personally vouch for her innocence. She'd never...
You can personally vouch for your
The
daughter.
truth is, she loved Freya very dearly.
If you don't mind me asking, what happened to Poppy's mother?
Primrose? She was Flora's sister, a Remington by birth. The playing field has never really been even since she left.
Where did she go?
Away. She went away.
Must have been a sore spot. Interesting. Poppy and Fitz seem pretty intimate. Tell me about Fitz.
What do you want me to say? He's the gardener.
He's a member of the family.
Yeah, but not the Pointer family.
What happened to his parents, do you know?
His father, Flint, is Felix's brother. Strange man. Don't think anybody knows what happened to him, but he certainly doesn't live here anymore.
What about his mother?
Emily? I've not met her. She never actually married into the fellow family. Her relationship with Flint was, it was short-lived.
Okay, he's my least favorite so far. Tell me about Fifi.
Ah, yes, the heiress of TangleTower. Goodness knows what'll happen when she takes charge. I dare say she'll confiscate my telescope and replace it with a microscope.
She doesn't seem to be the type to impress her will on others.
Yeah.
Still, keep an eye on her. Dangerously intelligent, that one.
You sound jealous. Wait, are you two science rivals?
Oh no, we operate on very different wavelengths. Literally.
Well, yeah, she goes, yeah, no, literally works. My thing about that, though, is that you're a hating ass hoe. So, your daughter is friends with Freya, so tell me about her.
Nobody could deny her talent. She was remarkable, artistically gifted, but also highly intelligent.
Those two things aren't mutually exclusive, you know.
Was she ever interested in astronomy?
I don't think she was. The fault may well lie with me for failing to inspire her, but I think she was captivated by more tangible things here on Earth. My daughter loved her. Fiona, too. That said, in the last year or so, more and more I begun to notice her by herself, wandering the gardens at the most peculiar hours. She must have explored every inch of the grounds 100 times over. Quite a restless spirit, I think. I'm surprised she chose to live at TangleTower as long as she did.
You know anything about Flora?
A listless soul drifting through the ether.
What's wrong with her?
Not sure. She's always been troubled. Comes from a dysfunctional family. I'd say you could ask her about it, but, I think you might find that to be a bit of a dead end.
This guy is fucking old and shady, and I don't like him. You walk past Hawkshaw, tell me about them.
Hard to read, that one, but she seems to know what she's doing.
She's kind of mean.
You know, I simply assumed all detectives were sharp, rigorous, and thorough. Then, of course, I met you.
That's racist. And I guess Felix.
He should learn to make the most of his lot in life. And he does have a lot in life.
You're talking about money?
Among other things, but yes, he currently has agency over a small fortune. That is, if he hasn't already squandered it or lost it.
Why are you such a hater?
on?
Yeah.
Oh no, we're the best of friends.
And tell me about yourself again.
I don't especially want to talk about myself. Introspection often leads to vanity.
Wait, does it?
Why don't we discuss the moons of Jupiter instead?
I'm not sure if we have time. Aren't there like 10 of them?
83.
Yeah, we don't have time.
I just got gifted half of a rotisserie chicken. Neat. Toby, I thought, for whatever reason, I thought you were a vegetarian. Also, Toby, when I eventually move, you're gonna help me set up my garden. I need a garden to start my own witchiness. Into my witchness. Do I care about anything here? Yeah.
What a precious photograph. She hasn't changed a bit, has she?
Who?
Oh, if you don't know, perhaps I don't either.
Bitch. Alright,
Poppy's two closest friends. Freya looks so innocent there.
will you be able to tell me about the sheet music?
Oh my. This is the first piece that Primrose ever learnt on the piano. Primrose, that is Poppy's mother. She passed it down to Poppy when she started teaching her how to play.
Poppy's piano teacher was her mother?
Of course. Warms my heart to know that after everything, Poppy still has it up on her wall.
What about this? I can't eat most red meats, but I can tolerate small amounts of pork. Pork is gross. I mostly eat chicken though when it's available, and I start collecting eggshells for your garden. Why eggshells? Is it for the soil?
I haven't seen that tape for a long time. Who broke it?
No idea.
Ah well, possessions are fleeting, my friends.
You didn't tell me what I nearly wanted to know about that. How do you feel about Felix porking your daughter?
These were drawn by Freya. She must have drawn that one of Hawkshaw rather recently.
I guess.
Why do you say that? Eggshells up the soil. You could also start a compost pile, but I don't know if you want to do that because it's sticky. Yeah, no, I will. I mean, I'm only. This is relatively the future / distant future, so I'm not even worried about it right now. I was just saying, keep your DMs open because I'm gonna be in them. Here.
Isn't the process of decay fascinating?
It's not really decaying. It's plastic.
It's becoming one with nature, all the same.
I don't have anything I want to ask you, but I will look around your room.
You know, I've always wanted one of those.
A mechanical solar system? What would you do with it?
I would look at it.
Let's look closer.
Wait a minute. Earth in the middle, sun on the outside. How old is this thing?
This is really old if that's the case. Rotate the 5 planets, the sun and the moon around. Rotate the 5 planets, the sun and the moon around the middle. Okay. This is the moon. What are we trying to do with this, though? This must be Mars. Which means that's Mercury. Mercury, Venus, Earth. Mars. Jupiter? Can I do anything with this? This doesn't make sense to me.
Nothing.
So there are two ways to move the shadows. Rotate the planets, and rotate the sun and moon.
But to what end? What are we? Are we trying to make the? Okay, I think I get it.
No, that was it.
Got it.
Nice work. Did you hear that? Something unlocked.
There's a little hatch underneath? What's in there?
A bunch of paper. Looks like somebody's research.
The beetle. Golden beetle. Various research notes and diagrams. The golden beetle, named for its exoskeleton composing of a mineral approximately 90% identical to gold. What the fuck? That means it's like very similar to metal just in general. Has a lifespan of several years. It fends off predators with its loud hiss, records over 95 decibels, and by being completely undigestible. The misted has a somewhat spurious reputation for causing an ill fortune to those who see it. You have biology stuff in here. Why do you have biology stuff in here?
So, we found some research. What's up with this golden beetle? Is this something you're studying?
I can't help you, I'm afraid. I think it must be something left behind by a previous inhabitant of TangleTower. I'm not the first scientist to ever walk these halls, you know.
Well, it wasn't in the halls. It was in your astronomy tower.
He stayed silent on that one, I guess.
Trinkets.
They're clearly gizmos.
Trinkets.
They're clearly
A spyglass to the stars. Volume.
They're in very good condition.
It's full of tea, but it's gone cold.
Criminal.
Agreed.
A picture frame.
With no picture.
It's tidier than my desk. The notebook is untouched. It's completely blank.
So, even the most well-used notebooks start off blank.
That's open.
It's too cloudy to see any stars right now.
It's also daytime.
It's
also daytime. It's also daytime. Pretty.
It's a chart of the solar system. Which planet are you from, Sally? It's a chart of the solar system.
Anything else?
There's something kinda disappointing about this room. I just expected a bit more from an astronomy tower.
Oh, does it not compare to all the other astronomy towers you've been to?
What is it?
It's clearly some kind of large device.
You're not wrong.
Don't think there's anything else to care about here. Alright, let's go to the big giant room up in the void since the beginning of the game. Aviary? Is there a reason why you look like a bird lady?
Oh, just beautiful. What is it?
Huh?
Sort of a delicate jade, but with a little seafoam green, is that right?
Sorry?
Her hair?
Hair dear. Which shade do you use? It's lovely. And that shape. You're really pushing the envelope.
Oh, thanks. I do what I can to offset Grimoire's beige on brown ensemble.
Detectives don't need to be brightly colored. We prefer to blend into the background.
Oh, you're the detective? Delightful. Penny Pointer, pleasure.
Is that short for Penelope?
Officially, yes, but I never can be bothered with all 4 syllables of it. Penelope sounds a little ostentatious coming out of the mouth, don't you think?
She's bougie. Kind of like it.
Sure. Yeah.
Tell me about yourself.
20-something, Aquarius, love to travel, and nearly all of my friends are birds.
Travel? Where to?
Anywhere at all, as long as it has species worth studying. Ornithology, they call it. I call it the only thing I've ever been good at.
And have you studied the birds here at TangleTower?
But of course! Where else do you think I developed my love of the field? No matter where I go, I always find myself coming home to TangleTower.
Because of the birds.
Oh, no, because of him! Silly to admit, but I suppose I can't bear for us to be apart.
Who are you talking about?
Her husband.
Oh, don't you know? My fiancé, dear Fitz. He's not really the traveling type, you see.
Fitz.
Fitz fellow.
The very one.
You're engaged to a member of the Fellow family? That's interesting.
That's not what's weird here.
I'm not especially interested in whatever tedious feuding goes on between our 2 families. Fitz and I find it much easier to stay out of it altogether.
I have a question. How do you feel about this picture?
Very nice.
You've seen these before?
Yes.
All of them. Even this one of...
Yes.
Alright, what were you doing yesterday?
I awoke early and headed down into the greenhouse to see Fitz. He's always there. Crack of dawn, every morning like clockwork.
How come?
It's where he's happiest. That, and he has a great deal of work to do every day. Watering, pruning, mulching, whatever that is.
Do you help him with the work in the greenhouse?
Oh, no. I wouldn't dream of it. I'd probably break something.
So,
Fair
you
enough.
stayed with Fitz the whole day?
No. In the early afternoon, he went back inside. Rather suddenly, as it happens.
Did he say why?
He didn't.
I know why he did.
Just a touch of heat stroke, the poor dear. He's more delicate than you'd think.
What did you do after that?
Let's see. I returned to the aviary to feed my birds.
And how many birds are you responsible for?
Officially 4, but in truth it's more like 400.
Can they not feed themselves?
Of course, and they often do. But I think they just like the company. As do I.
Oh. I like her. She's really sad. She won't admit it, but she's really sad.
Sometime in the evening, I left the aviary and headed back towards my room. But in the hall, I spotted Uncle Pointer heading down the stairs. He was muttering something. Seemed a bit upset, the poor dear. I followed him down, but the grand hall was empty by the time I got there. Empty aside from Detective Hawkshaw, who was loitering over by the library. I don't know what it was, but she looked a little lost.
Lost?
I inquired about the professor, and she told me he'd gone up the Fellow Tower. I ran up the stairs, hoping to catch up with him, but Felix appeared and blocked my path. For some reason, he was coming out of Fitz's bedroom. He looked rather lost, too. I told him I was looking for Uncle. He suggested we look up in Flora's tower room. We could see from the hallway. The door was off its hinges. I knew then something was terribly wrong. A moment later, we were gazing down on the body of poor Freya. Uncle Pointer was there. Fitz, too, standing over in the corner with Fifi and Poppy.
What about Flora?
Of course, silent as ever. Uncle suggested we should leave. Give the others some space, you know. So he and I both returned to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
Alright, I have some questions. First things first, what the fuck is this golden beetle?
Not a fan of insects myself. Whose research is this?
We were hoping you might know.
No, can't say Freya, perhaps. I know she was always very fond of grubby little things like this.
Noted.
I like the music playing too. You can't really tell us anything about anything, but you can tell us about these feathers.
There used to be all kinds of birds here at TangleTower. The most fascinating breeds, all totally unique.
Used to be? There are birds all over the place.
Most of them are rather ordinary, I'm afraid.
What happened to the non-ordinary ones?
That is a very good question.
That's why she asked it. Answer it. Answer the question. If you don't know, just say you don't know. What the fuck? I don't think I have anything to ask her. Not anything else. Let's talk about Fitz, and then let's talk about Poppy.
Isn't he strapping?
He is big.
And so brooding.
She likes the edgy types.
I can never tell what's going on in that beautiful head of his.
It just sounds like you don't know him very well.
Yeah.
Remember asking for your input.
She likes big, strong men who don't say anything because she likes to gaga over them. Let's talk about Poppy. You seem to not like her.
Oh, did you talk to Poppy already?
I have.
Yeah, a little bit.
And did you make any notes of what she told you?
Yeah, I did.
Lovely. Burn them. It'll all be lies.
Why would Poppy lie to us?
Because that's what she does. She's a snake. Looks like one, too.
Don't you think you're being a little unfair, Penny?
She started it.
Started what? We gotta go back to Poppy and ask about Penny. What can you tell us about Freya?
She'd sit in the aviary, first thing in the morning, and paint the birds. Sometimes she'd ask me their name.
Freya was interested in studying bird species too?
No, just wanted to know their names.
That's Melanie.
Isabelle, Clementine, Myrtle, Lysandre, Genevieve.
Got it, thanks.
For my 21st birthday, she gave me a framed painting. All the birds from a single spring, with their names written underneath. I can't begin to tell you how much I've treasured it.
Sounds like you two were close.
I feel like I always struggled to articulate my admiration for her. But she had a way of understanding unspoken things.
I have no clue what's going on, but I love the bird lady. She's a delight. I like her too. She's bougie as fuck. I enjoy that. You don't have to apologize for leaving smiling. You're literally in class. You shouldn't be listening to me anyway, so I appreciate you being here. What about Fifi? So, the thing is that Freya seems like a golden child, so it's weird that she's dead, right? Oh, by the way, Toby, that's what's going on. Freya is dead, we're trying to solve her murder. Tell me about Fifi.
She mostly ignores me, if I'm honest.
How come?
Well, we're not quite on the same intellectual level.
That's racist.
Oh. You don't need to.
No. It's quite all right. I'm comfortable with it.
Felix?
I must say, I really don't care for the den of self-delusion that he's retreated into. People are better off when they just let themselves be themselves.
I agree.
Between you and me, I think Felix is secretly rather miserable.
Probably. What about Flora?
A fellow bird enthusiast. She's quite the expert, truth be told.
Really?
Studied them professionally at one point. I think her father taught her.
Are you friends with Flora?
A little bit.
A little bit friends.
She's one for the peace and quiet. I dare say I'm a little too loud for her.
I can see that.
I do admire her, though, really. Always felt like she could have done better than settle for Felix.
Ouch.
I said it.
What about Hawkshaw?
She's a most unsavory little... She was incredibly rude about my appearance.
Which part? The giant bird arms, or...
If I were her, I'd go easy on the judgment of others. I mean, look her. She looks like the ghost of a scarecrow.
I think she looks cool.
I just wish Uncle Pointer would tell her to behave herself.
Professor Pointer? Why him?
Oh, it was Uncle that called her in. She's his responsibility. Did you not know that?
No. Good thing you told us. Tell us about your uncle then.
Can't say I've ever taken an interest in Uncle's astronomy. On occasion, I've dared to visit him in his tower, but I always regret it. It's all just a little too abstract for me.
What do you mean?
Oh, did you know the sun is apparently over 400,000 miles wide? Okay, so what should I do with that information? How does it help me?
Don't look at me. You're the one who memorized it.
Sometimes information doesn't. Sorry, I'm eating. Not eating, but I got some toffee peanuts I'm snacking on. The thing is that with information, you don't necessarily need to do anything with it. It's just nice to know.
Oh, she's beautiful.
Is that what you feel about yourself?
Wait, is that me?
This gaudy bitch. I love her. Who's this?
I can't decide what's worse. How she looks here, or how she looks now.
Do you know who this is? In the photo?
Oh, absolutely no idea.
Everyone keeps saying that. Who is that?
Freya was very talented, even at that age.
Do you know how old this photo is?
Not sure. Must be a couple of years at least. Sometime before Fiona settled on her current style.
I don't think I have anything else to ask you about. You just told me that the birds are no longer here. What about the painting? Do you know anything about this?
I doubt Freya intended it, but the overall effect is a little unsettling, don't you think? It's Flora that's the problem. She's an inescapably haunting presence, bless her.
Well, how do you feel about this? What is this?
Oh, did Fitz show you that?
Not exactly.
We found it hidden under his bed.
Ah, right.
Didn't have anything to say on that. Alright.
We can get into Penny's room now.
Now, like, right now?
Yes, right now. I have nothing in here that I care about. Oh.
That's all the statements.
Let's go over them all.
Not now, not now.
My little writing desk. It's kind of cute.
There's nothing written in the book, although someone's torn a page out of the middle.
An especially fancy cage.
And it's home to 3 especially fancy birds.
Are you eating? Yeah, I have toffee peanuts.
I don't like mirrors. They steal your soul.
Not true.
How do you get your hair so symmetrical without using a mirror?
I do it by weight. I can feel if one side is heavier than the other.
How heavy is your fucking hair?
What's with those little windows down there?
I think they're there for draining rainwater.
Oh.
Check out that butterfly.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Looks evil.
Wow, judgmental.
I thought it looked cool.
A rather magnificent bush. Somewhat cruelly confined to a stone pot.
There's a letter P carved into the side.
Do you care about these birds?
They're bird cages. But the birds are coming and going freely.
Is that a metaphor?
Oh, it totally is.
Oh, I want some? Well, if you can get yourself some, I will be more than happy to share. Okay, let's go Apparently we have some evidence to look at, right? Okay. Felix. He was in his workshop, then went to Fitz's room, and then to... I didn't mean to go all the way out. Alright, Hawkshaw. Hawkshaw was in the library, then she came out to the home, and then went back to the thing. I keep doing that, I don't mean to. We're gonna go talk to people about other people. You were the first person I saw. No, what was that? Hold on, what is this? Her nose is huge? Yeah.
That's all the statements collected. Let's run through them all to see if anything doesn't add up.
Some
to
of them
see if
don't.
anyone's been lying.
That too.
Fitz and I were up in the moonlight garden most of the afternoon. Then we heard this sound. Lasted about 3 seconds.
We thought it was coming from Flora's tower, so we went up there.
Her door was locked. Nobody was answering. So I made Fitz kick down the door.
Poppy and I went in. Freya was right there, laying on her back.
I left my tower and headed down towards the Grand Hall.
But in the hall, I spotted Uncle Pointer heading down the stairs.
I vacated the library, but before I could begin my ascent, Professor Pointer appeared.
I didn't know what to do. So I ran downstairs to get Fifi.
I heard someone heading down the stairs, just outside my room.
Someone began banging on the door. I ignored it until the someone began shouting at me.
Eventually, she let me in.
I spotted Detective Hawkshaw coming out of the library.
He emerged from the Pointer staircase, crossed the hall, and begun up the fellow staircase. As I was passing through the front door, Penelope called out from behind me.
I inquired about the professor, and she told me he'd gone up the fellow tower.
I told her what had happened. She didn't believe me. She got angry.
I thought she was playing a trick on me, so I punched her in the face.
I recognized Fiona's voice as well as the voice of my own daughter.
We left the room, and Poppy's father was waiting outside. He followed us upstairs.
I ran up the stairs, hoping to catch up with him, but Felix appeared and blocked my path.
Back in the hallway, I bumped into a very concerned-looking Penelope. She was heading up Fellow Tower to find Professor Pointer, so I escorted her.
Poppy left the room for a while. When she came back, she had her father with her, and Fifi too.
Felix and Penny arrived shortly after we did.
A moment later, we were gazing down on the body of poor Freya.
Then I took a sample of the red paint on the unfinished painting.
She took me down to the library. We were in there about 15 minutes.
I quickly decided that I should leave also. I took Penelope with me, and we both went back to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
I wanted to go back to my room, but I realized nobody had told Detective Hawkshaw anything.
An unremarkable hour passed before the gardener finally made his appearance.
I think she was annoyed about being made to wait outside so long. But when I told her about Freya, she fell silent.
That's disappointing.
What is?
All the statements line up with each other.
They don't just
There's-
line up.
There's some
Some of them
small...
even seem to specifically confirm each other.
Some of those statements are like slightly off, but... Bunch, are you still here? I didn't realize you were still here. There were some minor details that I wanted to talk about, but... Okay, I keep forgetting... Something we gotta talk to her about. About some evidence.
I need to confirm something with you, Poppy.
Confirm away.
What can you tell us about this cassette tape? Is it yours?
It belongs to Freya. She liked to have music playing while she was painting, you know.
And do you know what kind of music is on this tape?
No idea. Acid jazz?
It's piano music. Sounds an awful lot like your music, to be honest.
Sure it doesn't belong to you?
Why are we even talking about this? Cassette tapes have been redundant for a good few years now.
The tape was found at the crime scene. It was in the gramophone.
It's not mine. I'd never own anything like that.
Why not?
Not my color.
Someone changed the color of tape. You used to like these colors. Someone gave it to you as a gift. I think she used to like those colors.
You used to like these colors.
Ridiculous.
We need a clue to compare with the cassette tape. Something that proves Poppy used to like these colors.
That's gotta be Poppy, right? It has to be.
Let's take a closer look at this. The pink cassette tape found in the garden matches the pink cassette player that was found in Freya's room.
That's not quite right.
The pink cassette tape found in the garden matches the pink cassette player used by Fifi in this old photo. That's not right. The pink cassette tape found in the garden matches the pink cassette player that was found in Poppy's room. That's not right either. The pink cassette tape found at the crime scene matches the pink cassette player that was found in Poppy's room. Almost. Maybe just change one thing. The pink cassette tape found at the crime scene matches the pink cassette player used by Poppy in this old photo.
Got it.
That is not me.
Yeah, it is. I'll prove it.
Yeah, it is. Do I have evidence to prove that? I want gum, weirdly, but just probably shouldn't since since my tongue is partially swollen. Toby, something's always fucking wrong with you, dude.
You look a little different, but Fifi and Freya are pretty recognizable. It's clearly a photo of you with your two best friends.
Use the other photo. Yeah, I got there.
Why'd you tear it up? And then hide it?
I think the answer is pretty straightforward.
Poppy doesn't want to look like this anymore, or Poppy hates Fifi and Freya now? I don't know if she hates Fifi. They were supposed to hang out. That doesn't make sense. This is obviously not it. We don't have any proof. Poppy doesn't want to look like this anymore. Let's try that one. You say that like it's a bad thing. My health fuckery is a mystery to me. I just say it like it's a reoccurring joke because you're always fucked up. Poppy doesn't want to look like this anymore.
Poppy doesn't want to look like that anymore.
That's it. Makes this whole thing seem kind of irrelevant.
Maybe. It depends on the reason.
The reason she doesn't want to look like that anymore?
The passage of time is a powerful thing.
Hold on. This means that pink cassette tape does belong to you, Poppy.
It used to. I recorded some piano music onto it and gave it to Freya as a gift. Years ago.
Freya could have easily been listening to this tape at the exact moment she was killed. There's gotta be a connection between the tape, the gramophone, and the murder.
There's one other thing I want to know. How did it get that crack down the middle?
I have no idea.
Now I'm gonna talk to you. Okay. Do you know what this is?
Now this is interesting. Where did you find it?
In the astronomy tower.
And yet, it does not concern the field of astronomy.
Nope.
In fact, you could even say that entomology is the exact opposite of astronomy.
Correct.
Yeah, you could.
I would not say that, however.
Oh, you wouldn't?
No, it would be quite naive. To study science in any field is to study the connections between all matter in the universe, living or inanimate.
That didn't help me at all. What about these birds?
I am scared of birds.
Really?
Why?
It is an irrational fear. I have no suitable explanation.
Oh.
That's fair. The artwork of these characters is so cute. It's so good! Would you like to tell us about this?
Who is that in the photo?
I'm quite sure that I have no idea. This photograph is my favorite photograph.
So, why'd you rip it in half?
That was not me. Besides, it was not a half that was ripped off. It was only a third.
What do you know about this?
Is she laughing?
Okay, so that we already got the information we already knew we had, so there's that.
The gramophone belongs to Poppy, but I believe she gave it to my mother, and my mother often loaned it to Freya. Or maybe it is the other way around.
When did it get cracked?
I cannot pinpoint it exactly. All I know is that it must have happened sometime in the last 2 days. Why did Poppy leave shards of glass all over this statue?
What makes you think it was Poppy?
The statue lives in the music room. Who else would it be?
Alright, well, first things first. Tell me about Poppy.
Name, Poppy Pointer. Age, 19. Profession, Apparently Poppy has defaced my notes. Under profession, I had of course originally written pianist, but she has crossed that out and written the ghost of Christmas yet to come.
Penny, you must hate her.
Name, Penelope Pointer. Age, 27. Profession, ornithologist. Likes, birds. Dislikes, insects. Notes, Penelope is very beautiful. I have never had very much in common with her.
Oh, that was a subtle self-drag. I'm gonna be honest, this game got me interested. I looked it up and it's actually on the Switch. How long is this game, Batra, if you're looking into it? Tell me about Professor Pointer.
Name, Percival Pointer. Age, 57. Profession.
No. Well, how long is the game?
I'm pretty sure.
Like how many hours?
Oh, yes, of course. How uncharacteristically forgetful of me.
Okay, so they roughly hated on each other. Tell me about Fitz.
Name, Fitzfellow. age 24, profession cryptobotanist, likes
Cryptobotanist.
soil, dislikes electric lights.
Hang on. Cryptobotanist? I thought he was just a gardener.
That may well be his preferred label.
5 to 6
Mine,
hours?
however,
Oh.
is more accurate.
Do you and Fitz not see eye to eye, Fifi?
We do not.
Well, I wouldn't have thought so. He's well over 6 foot and you've got to be just barely 5.
So what's your problem then?
Exactly 1 week ago, I witnessed him sneaking up Pointer Tower. He was making every effort to avoid detection.
So?
Alright, Basha, thanks
Also
for hanging out.
carrying a knife.
That's important. He was carrying a knife. Tell me about... I think Freya's probably the most important one here, so we're going to save that for last. Tell me about Hawkshaw.
Name, Hawkshaw. Age, unknown. Profession, private detective. Likes, quote, being left alone. Dislikes, quote, being constantly badgered by a weirdo nerd with a clipboard.
Aww. Take care, Basha. Tell me about Flora.
Name, Flora Fellow. Age, 44. Profession, unknown. Likes, unknown. Dislikes, unknown.
Isn't she your mother? How do you not know anything?
She doesn't speak.
I believe other people may have discovered methods of reaching her, but I have little capacity for interpreting nonverbal communication.
And how long has Flora been...
Mute.
non-verbal?
She has always been quiet, willing to speak when necessary, but not more.
So what happened to make her stop talking entirely?
She suffered a great loss, something she has been unable to move beyond.
Tell me about Felix.
Name, Felix Fellow. Age, 53. Profession, none. Likes, collecting objects of negligible monetary value and assigning them personal value. Dislikes, the inescapable realities of human existence. Notes, Felix is my father and legal guardian.
And, is he a good dad?
I have no point of comparison, but I would say no.
No. Why not?
You asked me a binary question. Do not get upset that I provided one of the two possible answers.
What makes him a bad father, Fifi?
He has trouble expressing his emotions, and something of a willful detachment from reality.
Huh. Just like you, then.
Grimoire.
No, he is quite correct. Name, Fiona Fellow. Age, 19. Profession, amateur microbiologist. Likes, the meaningful archiving of information. Dislikes, the superfluous window dressing accompanying the majority of human contact. Notes, kindly disregard the polysyllabic form of my given forename and refer to me instead as Fifi.
How come you prefer Fifi?
How come you prefer Grimoire?
How are you related to the other fellows?
Fitz is my cousin. His father, a man named Flint, was my uncle.
Was?
I do not know if Flint is alive or not. He left TangleTower a long time ago.
And what about Freya? How are you related to her?
We share exactly one grandparent.
Alright, last but not least, Freya.
Name, Freya Fellow. Age, 19. Profession, artist. Deceased. Understand this. Most people find me difficult. They exhibit a noticeable degree of discomfort when talking to me. There it is. Freya, who had a way of being an exception to any given rule, was not at all like this. She is very important, and I will not rest until I understand what has happened to her.
Did you spend a lot of time with Freya recently?
I will say this.
Yo, you wanna learn how to do a fucking
Freya
infinite?
became, 1, increasingly independent, and 2, increasingly isolated.
Do you know why?
I do not. If you are looking for a speculative, empathetic opinion, try asking Poppy instead.
The three of you are friends.
We are of a similar age, and all highly gifted. 1 scientist, 1 artist, and 1 musician.
Sounds like quite a team.
Spirits, thanks for the resub, man. 5 months. Long ass time. Have fun. Have a fun stream. Love these weird character designs. Oh, you're not staying? Wait, do I have anything to ask her? Not particularly. I got class right now? Ah, I see. Hold on, I'm getting a call. It may or may not be important. It was not important. It was a spam call, in fact, which is only annoying. Oh, I never went in her room. Let's go in here. And then we'll talk to Poppy again, I think.
A little tea set. Looks recently used.
One of the cups has tea in it.
What's in the other one?
Birdseed. A little bedtime reading?
Let's see. Romance novels, detective novels, and...
What?
This one appears to be both.
Nice.
Nice.
It's a birdhouse.
Are those real birds? Nope. They're wooden.
They're using up all the perches. What if a real bird wanted to use it?
Swap the positions. To what? For what reason?
Nope.
There must be some logic to how the birds are arranged. Something to do with those white lines.
Nothing.
I think the birds are related to each other.
I'm not sure.
I guess that's wrong.
It's a family tree. The colors and eyes combine as they go down the family line. You'll need to start with blue and yellow at the top.
Okay. Okay, that I got. Alright. I needed that hint. I think I can figure it out now. Actually, I think I just figured it out.
That's the one.
Yeah, that's it.
Hey, not bad. Did the door open? What's in there?
Now I'll get her. Ominous, but this is about Poppy, not Freya. The message is run on the paper. Now we'll get her. The flower petals originate from the red roses in the rooftop garden.
Traveling cases.
Empty. All of them.
That's some flower.
There's something weird about it. It just feels out of place.
Brightly colored flower with an unusual shape and looks healthy and well. It looks healthy and well looked after. The soil in the pot looks fresh and moist. It also has an unusual blue color. We should ask Fitz about that.
That might be the most pointless staircase I've ever seen. Ever get the feeling you're being watched?
The mannequins don't have eyes, though.
That's not a comforting sentence. Ever get the feeling you're being watched? That's not. That's a big window. This is the fanciest room so far.
too fancy.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Alright, let's go talk to Poppy, because I want to talk to Poppy again, and then I want to talk to Fitz. I don't remember why I wanted to talk to Poppy, but I did. Oops. Oh, I haven't asked her about anybody. Let's start with Fifi.
Between the lips a silver spoon, a story written all too soon. The chosen dwelling of her heart, unjustly chosen to depart. Lost her liberation lays in the center of a maze.
Okay, edgy. Fitz?
Softly does the flower grow, all in time, and time is slow. Rest a seed within the earth, but do not rush its gentle birth. Hour by hour, day by day, tune your heart to nature's way.
Felix.
Foregone drifter, holding fast, days as shadow seeker past. Is it bravery or surrender, accepting that your world will render nothing darker than the gloom some four walls make around a room?
Flora.
Needless noise from tongues expel, unless within the mouth they dwell. The spoken word, unfit for dealing with the shifting form of feeling. Stand unblinking in the face of taciturn and soundless space.
Okay, Hawkshaw?
With surging tide, the waves are thrown, an entity of all its own. But on its surface you may see, reflected in the waters be, the orchestrator, pale and still, pulling strings, enacting will.
That sounded quite ominous for Hawkshaw. Pointer.
Eavesdrop what the stars are saying, earthly tether, slowly fraying, floating, helpless from the worst of jealous hunger, selfish thirst. Take a moment, kneel and meet the flowers growing at your feet.
Penny?
Feathers flashing in the light, from a sunbeam gleaming bright. I shield my eyes and turn my head, but all at once I've been misled. Light is shining on the stage, but through the railings of a cage.
And Freya.
Heart of head, but free of mind, unimprisoned, unconfined. With starry eyes, she sees beyond, behind our walls, beneath our pond. A soul untied, it's hers, it's free. Was then, is now, will ever be.
I don't know. That was way too pretty for me to make a comment on. These character silhouettes are so distinct. They are. All by design, of course. The horn statue?
Don't look at me. I didn't break it.
Does anybody else use the music room?
Yes. I don't know who, but I can tell when somebody else has touched the piano.
Sheet music?
Yeah, it's mine.
Can you play this tune for it?
Can you play the tune for us?
Sure. It's literally 8 notes. I have it memorized. Yeah, it's mine.
What's so special about it?
What's so special about it?
I got it from my teacher. It's the first piece
Your
I
mom.
ever learned.
How long have you been playing?
Since the day I turned 6. Family tradition. I was really excited to start learning. As soon as I got out of my first lesson, I told Freya and Fifi all about it. When I arrived at my second lesson the next day, Freya was there too. She hadn't asked permission, just showed up. For 2 whole years, the teacher taught us both.
Was Freya any good?
She would have been even better than me if she'd stuck with it. But one day, she just stopped coming to lessons.
Why?
That's just it. There was no reason. That's when I realized things were different for her.
Play the tune again, please.
Can you play the tune for us?
Sure. It's literally 8 notes. I have it memorized.
What do you make of the statue?
I know that's the only harp in the whole of TangleTower. I've never actually seen a real one.
Maybe it's from before your time.
Oh, definitely. You see how old this statue is?
What about the symbols? One of them looks like piano keys.
Yeah, weird. Hey, that's me.
It is you.
Not a bad likeness.
It looks like you're standing in a rose bush.
Is there something wrong with that?
Nothing else really seems all that relevant. What about this?
Those petals.
What about them?
It's nothing. They're just unusual. Never seen that one before. Was it in the greenhouse?
No, we found it in Penny's room.
Ah, right.
Let's go talk to Fitz. I like his eyes glow. First, let's head hear him talk about everything. I want to hear this thing between Poppy and Penny. Let's start with Poppy, though.
Poppy and I are friends.
Oh, I can buy that. Dark clothes, blue hair, an average of 3 words per sentence. Oh, you're like 2 peas in a pod.
She's very kind, and she has an interest in plants. Unusual flowers, mostly. I've been teaching her.
Right.
Is something wrong?
You're definitely in a relationship with her. But what about Penny, your fiance?
Penelope is my fiancée.
Don't take this the wrong way, but Penny doesn't really strike me as your type.
Not only does she not strike you as her type, he said Penelope. She doesn't like being called Penelope.
She's not who she pretends to be. People think she's... well, they make assumptions.
And how's the relationship doing recently?
Good. It's good.
Pointer?
I imagine you don't visit the astronomy tower too often, do you?
No, but I still see Pointer, sometimes. He's always curious about what I'm growing in the greenhouse. Asks me about the birds, too, and insects. He's pretty clued up on his evolutionary biology.
I didn't think there was much overlap between astronomy and biology.
Hawkshaw?
She questioned me.
About what?
My work, the plants, bit of everything.
Did she search the greenhouse?
No, she didn't.
You sure? Maybe she did it when you weren't in there.
No, she hasn't touched it.
How can you tell?
Trust me.
I know.
I can tell.
Everyone's in here. Everyone in their rooms is in their rooms and knows when something's been fucked with. I would imagine, yeah. Flora?
I like Flora. I hope she's all right.
Do you think she had anything to do with the murder?
There's no way. She wouldn't willingly cause any additional suffering for anyone.
Felix?
Felix is a contradiction. His loyalties are placed firmly within the realm of materialism, money, property. But his ego relies on an entirely fraudulent self-image, don't you think?
I was just about to say the same thing.
What a very insightful kind of response to that. Fifi?
Fifi doesn't like me.
What did you do?
I'm not sure. If you find out, maybe you can let me know.
Yourself, obviously.
Have you met this guy, Fitz? Shifty eyes, doesn't say a lot. Totally suspicious, if you ask me.
That's me.
Yeah, it was a joke. I was joking.
Oh, I see.
Freya.
She was always kind to me. She'd come into the greenhouse when I was working, sometimes by herself, sometimes with Poppy. I think they were just bored at first. Eventually, they started asking questions.
About what?
Poppy wanted to learn about flowers. Freya, she used to ask me about the insects.
Insects?
One of my jobs is to protect plants from things that might eat them. Freya brought me this little glass box, leaves and twigs inside. She'd say, put all the troublemakers in there. Every day I'd put a handful of beetles and other things in the box. Then she'd come along and take it away. I didn't really understand her, but she was always kind.
Well, and that leads perfectly into the evidence. What is this?
I've seen beetles with brightly colored shells, metallic shells even. They're relatively common, especially around here. There's a difference between that and actual gold.
It can't be actual gold. Gold is just inside the earth or whatever. You can't make it. That's called alchemy. It was a whole thing.
Anything about the birds?
Penelope's 3 favorite birds. She's very protective over them.
Are they, like, her pets? Do they have names?
Oh, they have names. Penelope loves to name things.
Do you remember what she named them?
I do not.
Yeah, you don't like Penelope, bro. Okay, let's start with these flowers, these feathers then.
We found these up in the rooftop garden. Do you know how long they've been there?
No, could have been a long time. We don't ever really clear up the rooftop garden.
Why not?
Nature is unruly. In truth, it prefers to be left alone.
Oh, I forgot to ask Poppy about the gramophone. I'll do that in a second.
What's with the broken glass?
Okay, he didn't have anything to say about that. Your trowel.
This is yours, Fitz?
Yeah.
Do you use it?
I keep all my tools in the greenhouse.
That wasn't what she asked.
This is a good example of how things work. I mix that soil here in the greenhouse. It's made with water from the lake.
And it makes the fruit grow all shiny and gem-stony?
Sometimes. You never really know what's going to happen.
And what do you do with this shiny and edible fruit?
You look at it.
What are you going to tell me about this?
Those petals, they,
What?
they're red. A flower.
Yeah, it's a flower. We found it in Penny's room.
Okay.
Mean anything to you?
Why would it?
Come on.
I don't really go into Penny's room or anywhere in Pointer Tower. I just don't have a reason to.
That sounded a little suspicious too, but it sounds like he's just hiding an affair. Tell us about this drawing.
Fitz, one of these drawings is of you, in the rooftop garden, I think, with Poppy.
Mm-hmm. Are we done?
Oh my goodness, bro. Well, if you like Poppy...
Any idea who this is?
No idea.
Right, sure. What about this?
That looks like it might belong to Poppy.
Curious. It's interesting he just came out with that. This one he was hiding, but that one he just came out and said. What about the gramophone?
That belongs to Poppy.
So, why is it up in Flora's tower?
I'm not sure.
I see.
That looks like it might belong to Poppy.
I don't think I have anything else to ask you, but I think I gotta go talk to Poppy again. Plot twist, I don't. I didn't realize I didn't have to. Let's go talk to the lady. Will you talk about anyone? Like Freya?
Were you close with Freya? How are you two related? Did you kill Freya?
Grimoire!
What? I don't even think she's listening.
Oh, she's listening.
Okay. She won't say anything, but she might say something if we have something really important for her to say something to, so.
We spoke to Hawkshaw. I assume she didn't get anything out of you either. I bet that really ticked her off.
Pointer?
You know the guy in the other tower? Weird astronomy professor guy?
Can you see him from your window? Can he see you?
Penny?
What do you know about Penny?
I can't really imagine those two being friends, to be honest.
You never know.
Poppy?
Do you and Poppy get along?
Nothing. Shocker. Grimoire, what could you possibly be writing down?
Oh no, I gave up making notes ages ago. Now I'm just doodling in the margins.
I don't know why that amused me so much. Fitz?
Do you and Fitz have anything to do with each other? Other than your initials?
Okay. Fifi?
We spoke to your daughter, Fifi. She's some kind of super intelligent scientist. You must be proud of her.
Felix?
We met Felix, your husband. He's one of our suspects, and he seems pretty suspicious if you ask me. So, if you want to stick up for him, now's your chance.
Nice try.
And yourself, I guess.
Anything we should know? Any hobbies, besides staring out the window?
We're not gonna get anything out of her. I will try.
Flora, this is your egg? Why do you keep it locked?
Is there supposed to be something in there? Or is it always empty?
What about the gramophone? Why do you have it if it's Poppy's?
Is this your gramophone?
Do you know why it's cracked?
And what about the tape? No? Nothing to say on that either. Nope, nothing on that. Alright, nothing to say on any of this, so I think I'll just... One more thing.
The room is a big...
I don't
Shut
know,
up,
more the
shut
sudden
up.
absence of wall.
I'll ask about the painting and then I'll move on.
Did you ask Freya to paint this? Or was it her idea?
What is that you're holding in the painting, Flora? Some people have been saying it's a knife.
Yeah, no, I think that's all I care about. Okay. I think I'm gonna save the rest of this for tomorrow. Cause I need to eat. And I need to apply for some jobs. So I am going to raid a new person today. Where is she? By the name of My. She is a VTuber who is a Roomba. She's playing Hi-Fi Rush right now. No Need has given his accolades to that game. I've heard only good things about the game. It's like a beat-em-up rhythm game. So we're going to go ahead and raid her. I will absolutely come back tomorrow with this. I don't think we have that much more of the game to finish. So that'll work for me. Plus I have a thing I have to do in the afternoon. So, but I will see you guys tomorrow. Later.